Whenever.
We're live.
We're live?
Yep.
All right. Good morning. Unbelievable. It happened. It actually happened, Steve.
It did.
Steve, we did it.
We did it.
Didn't we do it, Steve?
We did it.
We did it, Steve.
We did
shocked,
it.
We shocked the world.
Just gonna let that. Everyone can hear that, man.
I haven't watched any of the. I actually haven't watched any. I've seen some of the clips. I imagine Josh and James, Mike, were bringing it last night.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, they rise to the occasion. I mean, they finally were in a big game.
Ice in his veins. Go.
But rose to the occasion. I thought James' best game of his life.
Really?
I thought Josh was steady as always, but James was fantastic.
Some things are just meant to be.
He said some powerful words.
I see a clip where James said there was no team in the world they were going to lose to tonight. I'm like, well, I don't. I mean,
Bring in the thunder.
yeah, I'm not sure, but
He did one mistake. He did have his. He goes, "I would let this jet ski kid shoot all night." Seconds before he nails a three.
Oh, really?
And he goes, "Well, he got me there."
the only shot he made from three.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, just an unbelievable night. I don't even know where to start. I called the best moment in show history winning last night. For sure it was. There's no way. You can't compare it to anything else. Crowd was unbelievable. I saw somebody was saying we had like 90,000 people on Twitter watch some crazy number or some nutso number.
Yeah.
It was big.
Yeah, it went super viral. So, and the crowd was unbelievable last night. And this game was a study of Team KMS. Fell down early, but battled back, just fought. Matt hit some huge shots, big shot at the end of the half. John was great. Everyone contributed. I couldn't make a shot last night. My shot was just off, but I did a bunch of things. I played the whole game, got a bunch of rebounds, played good defense. Mutt played good defense. Steve came in with a couple of rebounds. His brother Kevin hit a big shot. Coleman hit a big shot.
John and Warren.
I was saying, John hit the biggest shot of the game, I thought, in the second
Yeah.
half. Hit a big free throw. Rom was a motor as always.
Close it out.
What's that?
Close it
out.
Yeah.
Cliff came in, played good. I mean, literally, Mick came in the first half, had a good look, played hard. Pat, Pat was there.
Yeah.
Everyone, like literally everyone contributed. And contributed this was a case of a bunch of guys who got together in New York versus a team. Like, do we stink? Sure. But last night we were down 15-2. We called that time after Rico had a great play, had that steal, hit that three. And I said, we're fine. We're totally fine. And we just dug in. I think they scored 11 points after that. It was a rock fight. We couldn't make anything. Matt had a couple of shots, and he struggled a little bit at the end. I struggled the whole time with my shot. But we just kept fighting. We played harder. Defensively, we were fucking unbelievable talking. I saw somebody put a montage up this morning of us on defense, sliding, taking charges, physical. We were beating the shit out of each other. It was a chippy game. I didn't think it was the kind of game we could win. They were more physical. They're younger. They're way more athletic, but we just wanted it more. It's one of these few times where it's like intangibles actually matter. We were playing for something as a team, and the crowd just carried us, and it was so great. The end of that game was that ball coming to me and getting a run around like that was like the greatest feeling I've ever had in my life playing any sport. It was so great. I'm so thrilled for this team because, everyone's like, oh, you suck. We take a lot of shit. Why are you doing this? It's embarrassing. I recall some people who were on the show sometimes said we were embarrassing, Dave. Being part of that fight a couple of weeks ago.
Oh.
Did Mama I not say that, Steve?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's
We
right.
were
yeah.
embarrassing.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
All the trolls out there,
Yeah, that's right.
the assholes, the bio dudes. Go fuck yourselves. Put a bullet in your mouth. Right, Mike?
Sure.
Yeah. Bio dude criticizing us after
Yep.
the game last night. So
was.
yes, he was. I know. Sources told me he was. I'm joking. Don't put a bullet in your mouth. Well, do it, but just eat it. Don't shoot yourself. But Justin came in at a rebound last night. Like everybody who played contributed. And it was a total team effort. And when that game was over, they were on the court, and Cinema's dad's crying, and his brother's crying, his mom's crying, Kevin from Bristol's crying. Weeping.
Yeah.
Brando was crying. I was crying. It was just a great. You can't even describe. You were there, Dave. You can't even describe how it feels.
It was tough. That is, you said top moment show history in terms of live experiences.
Number one.
If you're a Minute
one,
fan and
yeah.
you weren't there for that, that's one of those fuck. How did I?
Number
miss
one.
that?
I put it above Madawaska one.
Yep.
That was ruined. I put it above. Mike was drunk last night. The big moments.
Oh, yeah. I was having fun.
Every time I missed a three, Mike took a shot. He was hammered.
It was the rule I had.
Wilbur won. Those are unbelievable, great moments. But this was we do this we had a common purpose.
Yep.
before the game, we got a huge break. I thought the weird way was that little room we could just hang out in.
Yeah.
We were able to go in there. We had a couple of talks. Gave the team. I thought it was a good speech before the game, Justin.
It was a great speech.
Yeah, team was ready to go. Then I think we were locked in anyway. But I can't even, describe. Look, the team manager showing up 45 minutes before the game wants to throw us off. Yes. Yeah. Everyone had been there an hour earlier, Mike, when the manager from Connecticut shows up.
Parched.
Yeah, we were dying. He's like, I thought it was pretty good showing up 45 minutes early.
Yeah.
With store-bought water.
The store-bought water.
Well, the team manager is supposed to usually be on the broadcast.
Yeah, right.
That's usually
the pregame show.
Job. Yeah.
What'd you think, Justin?
It was incredible.
Yeah.
It was.
Did you play just that one time?
Yeah, I just got in that one time for Coleman after
Clocked somebody, though, I saw, too.
After
okay,
he-
maybe?
After he hurt. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
After he hurt his shoulder, I just got in for a minute.
That was great when Coleman got hurt. That was old
Yeah.
school. The power look on.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Coleman got in, and then I was calling for him because I was like, "Are you okay?" Didn't know if he was on tilt or something because he got 4 fouls in legitimately a minute.
Yeah, he
20
was banging
seconds.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I said we had fouls. Might as well use them. I didn't think they could really shoot free throws. So, yeah. And that was a big shot by Coleman in the first half. He rebounded my
the
miss.
rebound and the shot,
That was
yeah.
a good play. Gave us a little bit of life. And Kevin at the first basket.
Great rebound, Coleman! Yeah, Coleman! Wow! Jack Coleman is here! Ripping the Salt's life!
I didn't hear that. What a call.
He had some great ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, the crowd was, I couldn't even hear them. Usually I can hear them we used to be in Belmont. Obviously, the crowd was so loud last night. I couldn't hear them.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? And before we get on, we have a million things to get to about the game. Those New York guys had 4 hours of traffic going there. Came out, wore cargo shorts to start the game.
Beautiful.
A couple of those guys went over, I know, and hugged Marty included, Cinema's family after the game. The game was chippy, but it was supposed to be chippy. I don't care about that.
Sure.
Those guys deserve a ton of. They need to do that.
All
They
class.
it was very impressive.
Absolutely.
It
It
was
was
very nice.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
I love Marty. So much of basketball is coaching, though.
Pretty
you're
much.
either a
Pretty
great
much.
coach or you're not. And if people look at a bunch of losses in a row, but if you look at the big picture, the whole picture, the final game itself, you can look at something as a painting's being made and saying, oh, this Mona Lisa doesn't have a neck, or she has no hair.
Yeah.
But when you step away when it's over, and you say, wow, look at Jon Stewart right there. That's a painting. Paint your life.
Yeah.
This was my masterpiece last night. I knew they were going to think we were just going to play that 2-3 zone again. So I said we're starting man-to-man. They're
Right.
going to be confused. But I kept saying to you that we're going to
Yeah.
be throwing them things they're not going to expect.
Right. Exactly.
Klemmer called the timeout 30 seconds into the game.
He did. He panicked.
What was that?
To be fair, that was to take off the cargo shorts.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Everyone was kind of
that was
confused by
planned.
that.
Oh, that's kind of
The,
gimmicky.
the broadcast
Yeah.
didn't realize. I didn't realize that either.
The broadcast did not realize
Ew,
that.
that's wasting.
I'm 90% sure that was why.
Okay, how about getting there late?
I don't think that was part of the plan.
I'm leaving at 8 a.m. if I'm Klemmer at that point. You think I'm getting there that late, Justin?
Absolutely not.
No
No.
chance. No chance.
I've said this since the early 90s. Clemmer is a GM. He's not a coach.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You kick him upstairs.
Yeah.
Kick him upstairs. No, he's taking a lot of heat, but that's life when he retired, right?
He resigned.
yeah.
He resigned.
In disgrace.
Yeah.
And these guys, Marty asked me after the game, he said, can we play a third game? I said, if somebody in your team dies, I'll consider it. Rico, I would consider it.
It does feel like there has to be a rubber match, though, someday.
Definitely not.
He
no.
and Pat asked. Pat had a post online about playing.
Oh, did she? Well, I
Yeah.
was. Here's what I'd say. Why would I ever play a game again? I'm
understand.
50 years.
No.
This was not. They were side characters last night. This was a KMS game for cinema. I am never playing a game again.
I respect that.
Why would I?
out
How
on
would you?
top.
How would you ever top?
No,
that?
you can't.
You can't
Even if we
talk.
won
can't.
next
It'd
year,
be
which,
tough.
which we would, because
can't.
I would shoot better next year. So how would we let's say we beat them by 8 points. What? Oh, great.
Right.
Yeah.
They're younger, they're more athletic, and they couldn't beat us.
This is a perfect ending.
Perfect ending.
Yeah.
If the guys want to play, where we go last night? Just after the game?
Oh,
Strip club?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Where were you, Steve? We went to eat after the game last night.
No one told me.
You weren't invited?
No one said anything to me. I just left.
Justin, what's that about?
That's how cinema would have wanted it.
I
Pretty
don't-
much.
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, no one said anything to me, so I went home.
I followed Mutt to some
Tavern on the tracks.
yeah, some crack place where people are puking in bathrooms and stuff.
Nice.
Um,
Typical.
Coleman's
Monday
arm
night.
seemed fine at dinner. I don't know after the game.
His shoulder.
Yeah, he seemed like he was drinking and eating fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Seemed like he babbled through it.
I asked him this morning. I haven't heard back. on his.
He
Maybe
said
he died.
He
What's
said
that?
he dislocated it and popped it back into place.
Oh yeah, he's like,
That's
Mel
what he
Gibson
said.
in Lethal Weapon.
And it was perfect. Like he was right in front of the camera when he was doing it. Actually,
I don't like that happened. But I said that the guys, if they want to keep playing, if they want to be in a league, I'll coach them. But my playing days are over. I'm never going to top that moment.
Right.
Never. It's
That'd be
never
tough.
going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm just chasing bullshit at that point. You got to know when to walk away. We did it. But if the younger guys, if the kids want to do that, and we add a couple of more guys, I'd coach them if they want me to.
That is a good point. It's 1-1, so it feels like there should be a rubber mat. But there's no way the game next year would be better than that.
No chance.
No.
perfect.
No. I mean, we could play them with me coaching against Klemmer. I would do that. I'm not playing anymore.
Well, not against Klemmer because he resigned.
He'll be back, though.
Can I ask you, does Klemmer add or subtract anything as a coach? Like, does he matter?
Just take away the rest of it. As a coach, does he matter? Or does he matter is a fair question. Does Klemmer add or does he matter? I think
Right.
it's almost like a college thesis. Who's your teacher? The singing guy?
Oh, Max Saito.
It feels like a Saito project.
Yes, yeah.
I think Klemmer actually did a good job. It just happened, like I was saying, actually my shot I couldn't miss the pregame. It actually felt good during the game. But they were clearly on the zone playing out on me and they were letting Much shoot.
They were giving him the shot.
Yeah.
They were shutting everybody else
If
down.
he was so close on that one in the second half, I thought it was going in. Yeah. I mean, people like he should have got out of the zone. We scored 30 points in the game. It's like we scored 70 points.
Right.
They were just a bunch of athletic guys who hadn't played together. So it was the crackhead there. Jet Ski would go one-on-one. Pat would go one-on-one. Mulcahy, who was their best player by a mile, would go one-on-one. And Marty struggled. Like
he couldn't hit a shot.
They just couldn't. No. I mean, the shoot percentage for the game total, right, it was probably 14%. It was a rock fight. But it was great. That's a game I want us to win. I didn't want to have a great shooting game. I think it's great. We battled. It was ugly. It was great. This is our show. Gritty, gross, ugly, underdog, scrappy. Everyone did something. And I'm counting like little things, like Justin helping during tryouts and setting stuff up. That helped us because then he said, "Oh, there's Matt in Providence." I saw him; he was unbelievable last night. Mick, the fight, doing that in the fight galvanized the team. That mattered last night. Ron playing like that in every game and every practice mattered last night. Like it all clicked together. Pat Ford not going on spaces for 2 days. That was publicly.
Yeah.
That mattered last night. John and Warren. You can ask John and Warren at practice on Saturday. I went up to him. He was a little down. I said, "Listen to me. You have to take shots. You're going to hit a big shot for us." And he hit a huge shot for us. That stuff matters. My coaching genius matters.
And he nails it. John and Warren.
Huge free
Ice in his veins.
I think that was Coleman's pick yesterday for who's going to have a big moment.
Yeah, and he sure did. So I'm I was driving back last night. I talked to him up for 45. I was like, I can't believe we fucking scored more points than another team in the basketball game. The end, you could feel it. The last minute or so, I was just I couldn't contain it. I was giddy. I was laughing.
Yeah, you were.
I was
You
screaming.
were.
I was like, this is fucking happening.
Scary moment though with that John Warren stepping out of bounds. That was
That was okay.
But that brought the team kind of back to reality for a second.
Yeah, and I just told them with up 4, don't fucking foul. With 4 seconds,
that was your message.
Don't foul. Just stay out of the way, and we're gonna win this game. And we did.
Well, it did feel to say what a defense, it felt like it was 0-0 or 2-0 for a long time. I felt you guys went up and down the court, and I was like, no one scored. This is
12-0, right?
This is like a pitcher's duel.
But I thought you had good strategy, though, in the last 30 seconds, where I think you fouled them
I
once.
fouled them up 3 once.
Up 3, which I thought was a great strategy at that point.
Just the coach on the floor.
Right.
Just playing fucking chess versus these idiots versus Klemmer playing. Klemmer literally was playing checkers on the sideline. He had the checkerboard out, just playing. He didn't know what was going on. Klemmer brings a suit. Klemmer, it is amazing if you've never seen Klemmer. I could hear the crowd who had never seen him. It is when he walks out the first time, like the old days, like the bearded lady in the circus. You've never seen anything like him. Everyone's like, whoa. It's like a moment where everyone's like, this is a real person. But I could tell he was happy. I'll just say he was happy we won last night.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that. People can come to their own conclusions. I don't know. Who knows?
He's getting investigated.
That was kind of my point, though, when I saw Jeff tweet that out. Somebody said to me, I'm like, he doesn't do anything, though. Trust me, those guys wanted to win last night in that team.
Right.
Gay Pat wanted to win. For sure.
That's what I was asking about. I'm not even shitting on him. I'm like, does he do anything?
No, he's a character.
No,
he's
not
like a wrestling
really.
manager.
Not really.
Right.
Yeah. They treat him like he's, they pretend. They pat him on the head, I think. I would have played Terry Mayros a little more last night.
Yeah.
If
He
I
was on fire.
He
Yeah.
was. It was funny when he missed that one. He was talking shit. And rolled
Have you
back.
heard that call yet?
Was that?
Have you heard that call yet? There's
there's-
a great Josh call about Rico, an errant pass that Rico had, I think.
Oh, no.
Rico. Oh, it's an errant pass. Rico Bosco choke. They're saying kill the clock here.
He texted me. He's like, Rico's like brutal turnover. I guess that's right. Is that the one at the end of the game?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's when I knew we were going to win, I think. Yeah.
I could just hear when Josh said that. I was like, I could hear every Barstool show using that.
a couple of threes, though.
He was bitching at the end of the game, though. He's like, "Oh, 7 versus 5, 7 versus
Oh, yeah.
5." Like that was his
That's
big.
all right.
That was his big thing.
What was the clip when he hit a shot and then he slapped? He
Saw
gave
the
a high
ref
five to the ref.
Yeah.
You should.
The beginning of the game, I went up and literally bumped the referee in the chest. Just set the tone. I was like, look, these are my guys. These are my rules. Yeah, these are my rules.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Justin, before that?
You couldn't hear it on the broadcast, but when Rico made that pass, Gus was screaming, "Ha ha! You threw it out of bounds! Ha ha! You threw it out of bounds!" for like 15 seconds.
All class.
And I was like, and then Gus turns and goes, "I'm in his head."
How did he
Rico
end
should've
up on?
clocked him,
How
huh?
did he end up on the ground, Gus? When there was that little bit of like pushing with jet ski, and all of a sudden Gus ended up on the ground. Like
If you watch the video after the game where we're all hugging Cinema's dad, Gus almost falls down then.
yeah,
Like, he's hugging him and he collapses.
like I couldn't get.
He
it.
can't
Like,
stay on
he
his
just
feet. Did you see
fell.
that, Dave, or no?
I did.
He can't stay on his feet.
It felt like I can only imagine what it was like there, but even on the broadcast, like when Gus was on the floor, it felt like they announced, like, all right, we're going to let Chucky the Cheetah out on the court.
I was
You're like, all right, nobody move.
I was not within 10 feet of Gus in that game last night. Every time I
No.
saw him, I was like, I am fucking going over here. I did not want to break my leg.
He had that look in his eyes.
He
Like,
did.
He was up to something.
He was locked in.
Yeah.
But again, huge contributor. So, played hard. I was stunned and also like not. I thought we were going to win, but I did not think we were going to win that way.
No.
But I will say, when Matt hit that shot at halftime, controversial, but I think he got the shot off.
We need to review the tape. I'm sure it would have been perfectly
Review the
accurate.
tape.
Review the
You got-
tape.
You got Pat yelling. You guys banging the.
And then the scorekeeper next to me, like, there was so many times where she was just like, fuck it. Add some time.
yeah.
Like, they
Yeah.
had no clue.
After reviewing the play, the rest will determine the camera is blurry.
Let's go to Brando for his. We went in the locker room at halftime. We were down, what, 4?
Yes.
5, whatever.
Because we were down 7 before that.
Yeah.
People were going everyone was going crazy.
Crazy.
I was like,
Yes.
we're going to win this fucking game.
Yeah. Oh,
we
yeah.
never in a moment, like, so the 3 I did hit put us up. And I looked at it, I was like, holy shit, we're fucking winning in the second half of a
Yeah.
basketball game. Like, what do we do? And you could tell everyone was like, what the fuck do we, but everyone buckled in and played hard. Like, Kevin Bristol came in for like a minute. He was he played his fucking balls off in that possession. He was guarding fucking Mulcahy. He was playing hard. So, like, it worked out. You don't script it, but it worked. It couldn't have worked out from the beginning to the end, even, better. I mean, look, like, is it great that Cinema died? No. But would he trade, if you said to him, we win? I think he considers it.
He would say definitely.
Yeah, that's a mid fan of the year right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's his job. But yeah, and Matt Providence was great. Had a
Unbelievable.
great stretch for like 6-7 minutes. He was just unbelievable. And that's what we needed. We needed somebody to hit some shots.
When it was 15-2, I was like, like, do we even like talk about it?
Oh, I know.
What's
yeah.
even
Same
going
thing.
to happen?
I was like, if we lose by 40, but I knew it's funny though. Just being out there, I was like, they were hitting like weird. They weren't scoring
It didn't feel
in
it
the
didn't feel
man-to-man
usually,
defense. They weren't scoring.
No,
It was-
and that was your message when you called the timeout.
Yeah.
You were like, hey, we're right in this. We
Yeah,
just
we're
get
fine.
it. We're fine.
And Kevin hit a big shot.
Yeah.
So his brother hit a big shot. And then Coleman, and then Matt. And I was like, okay, like once I got to 15-8, even if Matt had missed that shot, I was like,
We were
actually
still in a good spot.
like we're fine. But it was like, it didn't feel ugly where you're playing. You feel like it's the most important. You're like, this is the greatest basketball game ever played. 30-26 in a 40-minute game. But
And you were right. In the second half, they were dead.
they
were tired.
last year.
Yeah.
It's not even there. I mean, that's just they
They only had 8 guys. I mean, they were hurting. Yeah.
Do you have any analysis, Dave? You were there.
Yeah, I mean, there were points of it which were ugly, but everyone was playing hard. I thought, my expectations of Mutt were pretty high going into it. I'm not going to say he met those expectations, but he was steady.
He was very steady. He didn't hit shots, but he played a good
played
game.
great.
Right.
I thought everybody, even like I didn't shoot well, but I played a really good game. Like everyone played well. Like we don't fucking score, but we played
His
well.
defense was great. At one point, he agitated Pat so bad. Remember that when Pat was like going
Yeah, it
after
was
him, and I was
bullshit.
like, but it was like how
Yeah.
feisty he was. Like Mutt was feisty.
I thought Pat was going to just like steamroll the entire game. Like he was on fire for a little while. Marty was just nowhere, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't say unfortunately.
well, I just mean like from his perspective.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. What was it like being on the sidelines at the end, Justin?
Oh, it was incredible. It was like bittersweet almost. Like you were so happy, but then you were like, and like you're so happy for like Cinema's family, but like keep thinking like Cinema should be here.
Yeah. Again, I'll take the trade off. I don't.
Yeah.
I think he would too. Only because he would too.
I honestly think he would too.
There's a great picture. You guys retweeted that of he's hugging Cinema's dad. Everyone behind us, Steve is in there. That's a fucking unbelievable. Picture. And thanks everybody. I know we sold a ton of T-shirts last night. So those are still we're still trying to figure out what charity that is. I talked to his family after the game last night. We're going to do something else as well. But see, I mean, seeing his dad cry. Kevin was crying. Kevin in Bristol also, but I mean, Kevin Simmons' brother was crying. And then after the game, we're at that bar, and John Warren's like, listen to this. And Kevin in Bristol's talking to Bobby, and Kevin Bristol's talking about acting with Shia LaBeouf in that scene.
Oh my God.
I was like, everything's coming together.
That's good for a young actor.
Marty, in the middle of the game, went up to Kevin from Bristol and was like, I really enjoy like you in something.
Taking the shower. The shower.
The videos.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like, Marty's like the nicest fucking guy.
Yeah.
He's like literally the nicest guy I've ever met. I love him. Like during the game, like he just laughs. Like I'll go over and I was like elbowing Hubs, who's a nice guy, just in the face. And Marty's like, you're fucking crazy, man.
Big
Hubs a great guy too.
Not to overshadow all the other events, but there was a big report about Hubs mid-game from James.
Yes, I did hear.
Broke some news.
I did. You're talking about the carbohydrate story?
Yes.
Yes. You got to load up before the game.
Very interesting choice.
We have a chocolate chip muffin.
Yeah.
Those are good. Those are good. We didn't eat before the game. It's because Brando didn't bring any food and drink.
Nothing.
But maybe it's a Brando's strategy to make us hungrier.
I like
the
that.
game.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear one Barstool New York guy blame sitting in traffic for 4 hours heading to the game. They were up 15-2.
Yeah.
Right.
It was effective to be the start of the game. So that's that. We gave those 7:45.
7:40 is when we.
We were going to give them those 7:45.
Yes.
Klemmer said 7:40. Again, if I was Klemmer, I'd probably give him 5 more minutes. But they were up 15-2, so it worked out.
Yeah.
I think Klemmer would be getting too much criticism.
Too much.
I think a little bit, yeah.
Well, that's what happens to the head coach. You know, look at Tom Thibodeau, for God's sake.
People are killing me. Right, people are killing me for months, and now I'm a genius. So.
Yeah.
But now Klemmer's my teammate. I'm going to pivot into that. So it's a weird balance.
Yeah.
If we're going to lose, it's because those guys are more cohesive than we are.
What do you think of some of the new?
That's just a fact.
That's true.
Bobby and Ted did a very nice job on the pregame.
Yep.
As Jeff D. Lowe said to me, if we get to the Final Four, they'll be in 2 weeks. Next week, Chicago. He's like, you got a lot of Klemmer in your life next 3 weeks. That's true.
That's kind of an exciting little thing to look
There's
forward
a
to.
lot of Klemmer.
You got nailed on one play. Remember that? You were like, your body physically went up in the air and you almost like flipped over.
Survive
like,
it. Yeah,
Jesus.
it was painful.
We thought you got hurt.
It's painful. I'm
Yeah.
just a little sore this morning, but I feel good.
A member of the other team said this: pace of play killed us. You guys had a great game plan, so it was all coaching.
Who's that?
That was Rico Bosco.
Are you texting with him?
I texted him last night. I said, "Good game tonight."
Yeah, he was very classy in defeat, I will say, because he was, I think he was happy not to break his arm. So
Yeah.
No one died. Yeah.
When Rico made that big shot, Gus turns to me. He's like, "If you put me in, they'll take him out."
I kept saying to him, take it easy, Gus. It's not your Gus, the leading man energy. Just everyone know their role. But yeah, Rico was good. Yeah, Rico is definitely throwing Klemmer under the bus.
Getting him
He's
fired.
calling for his fire engine.
Yeah.
What else from the game last night, guys?
Do you want to know the final stat lines?
No, there's only one stat I care about.
Win.
That's
That's
it.
right.
30-26.
Damn right.
Doesn't matter. Nothing. Throw it all out. Throw it in the bathwater. Right, Dave?
Absolutely.
How was the production overall? Fine.
I think it
Seamless?
was okay. I
Yeah.
mean, it's there's some bumps in the road every now and then, but it was fine. It was tight quarters. That's all.
Yeah.
Obviously, not as you said, not being there, people feel like they missed out. But the silver lining of all that was I knew that I probably wouldn't have the same experience everyone else did because a fully sighted man called into Menner's show and said that when the game ended, he wondered why everyone was celebrating because he thought it was halftime.
Who was that?
That was Andy Mayo.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Standing there thinking, wow, Kirk is really excited to take a lead into halftime. And it wasn't until the very, very fucking end that I was like, holy shit, this is the end of the game and they're about to fucking win.
You're
Man, you're such a fucking idiot, and you just did.
Did he watch? Is that a bit?
It must be because unless this was the
exhausting.
first
I don't know.
KMS basketball game.
child?
He thought it was a 4-quarter game.
That was the
know it was
most
two halves.
exciting sporting event I've ever been to live. It was fucking
was there?
awesome.
I didn't see him there, but I think
I
he's
didn't
up
see him
top.
either.
Not mentally, apparently.
Yeah, we're playing 4 20-minute halves last night. I would have died.
Yeah, 'cause-
You said it like playing. You couldn't hear Josh and James because the crowd was.
Yeah.
I just didn't think the broadcast probably gave off that energy because the stands packed,
Crazy.
up top,
Packed.
up top at times. Like there, I saw people over another person's
Yeah,
shoulder.
it was
looking
cra-
down.
it was
packed.
and just the just the facility. It just like I don't know something about it. It reminded me. Remember that huge pop for the dozen trivia thing we did? That movie theater. Like it had those types of
you're right,
vibes
that
the
energy,
whole way
for
through.
Sure. I'm telling you, there was a moment. So Ron at the last free throw got 4 with 9 seconds to go, and I was like, I was about to literally explode. I was about to cry, fucking run around. I looked at Mutt. We were just laughing at each other. I think I picked Mutt up last night.
You did.
In his hands! Game over! Barstool New York is stunned! Stunned!
Hey, soak it
What
in,
a
man.
moment! Kirk running around for cinema!
Wow.
Everybody fired up here!
They let the moment go every
That's
now
good,
and then. It was
that's good.
perfect. It was good.
You were trying to stay composed in that timeout with like 9 seconds left.
I
You
was-
could
I was
tell you were
about to cry.
giddy though.
I swear to God, I was about
You
to
were
cry.
giddy.
I was like,
you
well,
just
I
kept
was saying
saying,
to
"Don't
these guys, I was
foul,
like,
don't
guys,
foul, don't foul."
There was only 7 seconds left.
7,
I
yeah.
was like, guys, we can't, because I think Matt was just, Matt's like, well, we can foul. I'm like, no, don't. Imagine we foul Marty Banks in a 3 and we lose it
That's what you were
overtime.
saying. You said
Kill
that, yeah.
myself. I missed that free throw. I was like, holy fuck. But I was like, guys, as long as we don't touch anybody, we're going to win the game. Like, statistically, we can't lose it. So, but I think Rico
missed a 3.
was going to airball, and then
He
somebody threw it,
airballed
and it came to me, and it was just, it was great.
Yeah.
I should have run over and given Simmons' dad the ball, but I was so excited. I want to tell those 2 kids to go fuck themselves.
I didn't hear them the entire game.
I had a little bit in the second. They were fine. They were just fucking around. But yeah, it was, you're right, Steven. That timeout, I was like, guys, we fucking have
it.
this.
We have it. Just don't be dumb.
Do it 1,000
yeah.
times, you can only lose once. But with us, I thought we might, but we did. Marty had an open 3 and missed it to tie the game with like maybe 30 seconds left or something.
Right around there,
And
yeah.
then we got the rebound. And I'll tell you, I don't know how many points Ron scored. Probably not many. I didn't either. But like he played the whole game. Basically played. At one point, I came over during the game, was telling him, put my hand on his back, and fucking soaked through.
yeah.
Guy's an animal. Like he's the heart and soul of the team on the floor.
Nails it! 4 points, Kirk! Very happy!
Yeah.
I like when Josh gives dialogue to the guys in the court where Ron had an early steal. And he goes, Beanbag Ron says, give me that.
Yeah. And he was really composed. He picked up 3 fouls quickly.
I know. I was
Ron
concerned.
did.
Yeah. But it
And
was
then
okay.
he stayed
Yeah.
in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said his mission was Marty, and he took Marty out of the game. I mean, Josh and James could call anything.
I know.
Pretty much. Yeah.
That was like the thought in my head. I was like, this fucking sucks that this is over.
I know.
Because basketball is probably the perfect thing for them.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like they could do anything, but it's just that excitement of a big 3 or whatever. Josh just goes fucking nuts.
I always said Laconia when I asked Josh if he was like pursuing play-by-play, and he said not really. It was like I was watching Picasso snap his paintbrushes.
Well, you interact with him, and you're like, you would never be able to predict that he has that in him.
No, he's a low key guy.
No, very low key.
Jeff was texting me after. Jeff said it seems like, given some of those lines and calls, that Josh listens to the show a little more now.
I think James feeds
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, is that it? Yeah. he's like Jackie Marley.
James literally had a call that brought a tear to my eye. It was the one clip I tweeted out.
Oh, the cinema one.
Yeah, we got a little touch from cinema.
That's a great line.
It genuinely
It's
was.
a great line.
Yeah.
They're great. And
Yeah.
I just picture them like after the game, just kind of we did it. Like they're part
Yeah.
of it.
Gets it off the bounce! Matt from Providence!
A little touch from cinema there, maybe.
And this is why they held the tryout, James. This was to find who was going to be
Hey,
that
let's
piece.
go. Let's see how this team plays from behind.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, James.
They kept saying it's bigger than basketball.
It was bigger than basketball.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Bigger than basketball.
I mean, we were in a room with Cinema's body. Like we were there. Like we were there. Like we're bonded as a team. Like I said this after the game. These guys, Steve, Justin, Ron, Mick, Coleman, Pat. Like, these guys are like. I think of these guys forever as my teammates. I'll do anything for them. Anything they want. After whatever Cinema died. What was the date of his death? I'm sorry. Oh, I had the obituary.
April
25th. Yeah, like April 25th. From then to now, like it's an unbelievable. It's so meaningful
Yeah.
to me what these guys have done, what we've done together. Like, I know it sounds goofy, but unbelievable. Last night was unfucking believable. And I obviously traded back in a second to have cinema back, but incredible. So proud of these.
Goosebumps.
And like, we took it seriously. Like, these guys last night for the game people were crying. It was crazy. People in the stands were crying. It was wild.
And
fucking wild.
I don't know if you saw it before the game. There was definitely chills when Kevin put on his sneakers.
Put on the sneakers,
The ones that were dedicated to cinema. It was you got chills in that moment watching, the box open and everything. Unbelievable.
I was chilling watching Gus get ready for 45 minutes before.
Oh, God.
But close.
Well, I couldn't see what were the because I saw the tweet, but I couldn't see what
It
the
had his
sneakers
number
were.
on it.
Cinema was on it.
He was on the back of the shoe.
Yeah,
And
nice.
Had the picture of his podcast on the back of him.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Another picture of a foreigner being deported. Cinema said the basketball game that time. Had a guy in shackles.
Ice on the back of his jersey.
The one thing I wanted to do, though, and I think I did, it says at Barstool, I think I did, it was in that final timeout,
Yes.
I wanted to get Kevin in the game. So
Yeah,
I got him
which
in,
you
right?
did.
He was
You got him in.
yeah,
You got him in.
I think John said, because I took John out. So I wanted him
Yes.
on the floor because I knew we were going to win. So I definitely wanted him on.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, Mulcahy came up to me after the game. He's like, is that his brother? I said, yeah. So he played tough, and he did. He
did.
Mulcahy was the toughest assignment.
Yeah.
And I gave him Mulcahy, and he probably guarded him for 20 minutes in the game and busted his fucking ass, Kevin did.
Yeah.
So
that last 10 minutes, we were looking at you for the
Yeah.
substitutions because nobody we were like,
No,
these
no,
guys aren't
yeah,
coming
no,
out.
no,
this is the 5.
We were locked
Get
in.
them in.
Defensively, we were so fucking locked in. So it was, it's great. It's great. I'll put up against any sporting victory of all time. Mm-hmm. Anything.
Oh yeah.
Anything. What you got there? Dave?
Portnoy just tweeted, I actually think Klemmer was on the take. No shot anybody could be this bad. He had one guy on the entire team that looked like he could shoot, which is Bosco, and gave him limited minutes. The worst coaching job I've ever seen by anybody in anything.
Wow. He's finally passionate about something interesting. welcome back to Barstool, Dave.
Oh, thank God Klemmer's not a Jew.
Yeah, no kidding.
Is he not? I don't know. The Chicago basketball thing I'm sure is really good. I haven't got a chance to watch it yet, but that's like fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Last night is Barstool. Old Barstool. Ugly, gritty, shitty camera work.
With like weird storylines actually going on.
Actual stories.
Yes.
Freaks.
Yes.
Crazy crowd.
Yep.
People were traveling to go watch this game last night. Just that is top moment in show history. It'll never be topped unless somebody else dies and we beat a better basketball team.
Yeah.
Well,
never
I
know.
mean,
Justin,
you
you want-
officially retired last night.
I put
According to somebody, I wasn't present, but you took off your shoes and you left them.
I threw them in the garbage.
Well, I mean, somebody else has them
Yeah,
now.
I figured Tim would
Yeah.
get them. Yeah, but I threw my shoes in the bag. I was with Mutt and I said, I'm done. The magician say Mike breaking the wand. I was done.
Wow.
He had the biggest. He just goes. Comes up to. He goes. You know what these are? We're like, what? He goes. These are Kirk's shoes. Something.
The fans were unbelievable. They were so nice.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so grateful that they came to the game. That meant that we wouldn't have won without them. Flat out would not have won without them. And I'm grateful for Dana Beers too for getting married and getting fat. That helped out too. What's that?
Nothing.
What was that for?
This thing is
Oh,
fucked.
yeah.
I like Dana's tweet when he said, "I know what you're trying to do, baldy." When he was talking
Oh
about
yeah.
Dana messaged me right away. Like, and those guys were, I can't love those guys, Barstool New York guys who love them. Even like Pat, who I know is bitchy, but he texted me after the game. He was super, super nice. And jet ski is, probably in withdrawal, so it's not easy.
Steve was not a fan of jet skis.
No, I don't like him at all.
He's got,
I mean, it was in the moment though. It was in the moment. Yeah.
But I mean, I was.
What were they calling him online? Meth Curry, I believe.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. But he was good. We talked after the game. He was, and a bunch of those guys, like I said, went over. Like, that was nice with the cargo shorts too.
Yeah.
Very nice. And they knew this game was bigger than that. So.
That's a Klemmer call, I presume.
Actually, no. I went up to
I bet
Klemmer
you-
and
was it
asked
Marty?
him, and he said it was Marty's idea. And
Wow.
everyone obviously agreed to it. But yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the one thing they
But
did right.
you do get intense in the moment though, because I think you started with jet ski, and then that gets everybody else riled up because they're like, no, you're going.
I'm the king of talking shit.
Yeah,
And then when 8 guys are between us, I'm like, I'll kick your fucking ass. I've mastered that move. One of these days, that guy will slip through and beat the shit out of me. But that's why I'm retiring. Now.
and you do have Cliff that is always up against you though. If you notice, like every
is
time
true.
you start, he's like holding you back.
We're 4 points up with 10 seconds to go. Like the moment, and Brando's starts trying to coach. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I did.
Don't fall. I'm like, Brando, shut the fuck up. Go get water. Go do something, huh?
Tough look for Brando last night.
I give Brando an F last night.
Yeah. As Coleman said at the bar. he's
Coleman was killing Brando at the bar last night. I'm kidding. I like Brando. I'll give you, Mike. You can't if you're the manager. for a 7:30 game. Show up at 6:45. You live in Connecticut.
Mike, he sent us a text at 1:30 saying, "I'm going to the gym."
Yeah.
But you don't
What,
go
you
to the
locked
gym.
in the sauna?
He goes, "I'm going to the gym, and then I'll be there."
You wanted to be ready.
If you're the manager for this game and you're doing the pregame show,
Yeah.
what time are you showing up for a 7:30 game?
No later than 5 o'clock.
I was thinking 5:30. I was going to give him a generous 5.
He was there mentally.
The last guy to show up was Joe. Well, no longer Joe and Warren.
No.
That is
Sex change.
Playoff Pat is still out there, but Joe and Warren has transitioned to John and Warren.
Congratulations.
I'm even giving him an H. I'm even giving, you know what? I'm giving him an H now. This John, like a real man. No longer Joe, J-O-N, J-O-H-N.
Wow.
Yeah, John and Warren was the last guy to show up. Showed up like 5:55.
Yeah, it was before 6.
Yeah, I played plenty of time.
When did you get there?
5:15.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mutt and I got there about the same time. I think Justin and I rolled in at the same.
No, I
mean, I'm saying you're coming from somewhere else.
Yeah,
but
I did run out and grab something.
Yeah, but like 5:15ish, 5:20.
Yes.
Yeah, and then just kind of. I just wanted to make sure I didn't get.
Well, it's a
stuck
good
in
call for
traffic.
leaving early. You
Yeah.
told us all to leave early. It was,
Well, gee, weird.
yeah, no kidding, right?
I's and T's, you know. This was my masterpiece. I will say that. Beautiful. It was, and we did it for cinema.
And it looks like the dagger to the heart of New York City.
Jesus, was 9/11?
It was worse.
Jesus Christ, I don't know. Any other thoughts, Dave, Justin, Steve, Mike, anybody?
I think we said most of it, but yeah, just top to bottom. Great facility.
It's weird when you win. It's like you can't bitch about it.
Right.
Like, that's not the way the show should work.
First of all, the refs might have called the cleanest game I've ever seen.
Sure.
First of all, this idea was 7-on-5. Like the two teams were beating the shit out of each other. Both teams were bitching.
And they called a lot of stuff on us.
They called a fucking foul line violation on us down the stretch of the
On
game.
Ron.
I went to the ref. I was like, I'm going to fucking follow you home and kill you if you ever do that again. Like, it's crazy. By the way, these guys are doing it like just showing because they love the show. Yeah. Like, it's very nice of them. And I think they like the Fatso loves the moment.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He's a star fucker too. Yeah. But he's a nice guy.
But the other guy, he tried out, right?
He tried out. He was shooting around. He was shooting around pregame. Yeah. What's that, Steve? You didn't like them?
No. I was assuming that was the guy with the beard that tried out. I don't think the fat guy tried out. But
No.
Yeah.
How you feeling? How's the knee?
Hurt.
Surgery or no?
I'm gonna have to schedule an MRI. It's definitely there's something going on.
Always end of the season stuff, Mike. You know, players get cleaned up at the end of the year.
But we were all. I mean,
this is the part of the movie you don't see.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. This is.
But we all played hurt. A lot of us played
This is
hurt.
concussion right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
A lot of
Dave
us played
Duerson.
hurt.
Steve's gonna shoot himself in the heart to make sure his brain is studying when he's done.
Well, speaking of that, I thought Pat had a heart attack at one point last night. Pat Ford. Like, he came off like he was holding his chest. I was like, what is going on?
He's going on Ozempic today. Now the season's over, he said.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. He didn't play much, right?
No, he got hurt.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, he was hurt. Coleman got hurt.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, guys are might hurt his
Doesn't
ribs.
matter.
I hurt my groin, but I was not coming out of that game. So, yeah, it was. I'm sore today, boy, but it's good though.
It's all worth it.
You get a couple rebounds.
Yep.
Yeah, I gave you one in the middle. I thought you were gonna take a look at it. You had the ball against the zone. I think maybe turn and
I
give
was
it
thinking about it, but then I heard someone say pass, so I just got rid of it. But
Mutt was so close in the second half. That 1-3 he was hanging on. That would have been the moment.
Yes.
Like where the world would have stopped if Mutt hit that three. But Mutt's just never going to do that.
Mutt was stealing those kids' water, right?
What do you mean?
The
Stealing
jug
the
of
water?
The jug of water that was there was for that team only. It was not the
Which one? The
facility's
coach who liked
water.
us or no?
No, the far court.
But two coaches were brawling before the
I heard
practice
about
before.
that.
Yeah. Tension was high all over the place. There was two little kids. Like I said to the fans before the game, this is Klemmer's only masterwork. Tried to take Justin out of the game. He had a bunch of 5-year-old kids playing basketball.
I did the scheduling. Kirk.
Yeah.
I'll let you know that.
It was like 12-0 the other team, and then the team was winning was like still pressing. And one coach just got fucking apeshit. Another coach, and they went outside. And they were screaming at each other for like 15 minutes. It was crazy. Yeah. And the kids were just kind of standing there, like just talking. They didn't care. They were just like laughing.
Maybe you guys bring that level of intensity.
I think so. But yeah, just unbelievable. What were you going to say, Steve?
nothing.
Oh, okay.
No, I was fine.
I did say when I got in the car with Justin this morning, I said, congratulations. And Justin goes, oh, it was the team. It was a team effort. I said the same to Steve. I go, congratulations. He goes, thanks.
Oh, you can accept your congratulations, Justin. You did a great job. I mean, does this feel like a great
It
accomplishment?
feels incredible, but like I said,
Justin was like at the bar. He was just he was smiling, laughing. He was so happy.
yeah, it was great. It was nice.
Do you respect me as a coach?
Of course I do. I respect you as a
Just
person.
not as a guy.
No,
I lost a lot of respect for Justin last night, but we still got the win.
Justin was intense during the game, though. He was
he?
He was focused, making sure we were all behind the line. Like he was,
because
pushing
smart.
people up. Yeah.
So many times, like I'd look over and Steve is like 5 feet in the middle of the court.
Yeah,
I'm
take
like,
it easy,
Steve,
Steve.
I know.
Heat up.
I know.
we have to like.
Well, I was more concerned about the fans were so close.
Yeah.
Well, there wasn't much sideline.
Yeah, it's
It
fine.
was tough.
It wound up not mattering. It was good too.
And last year there were no bleachers; it was just chairs.
The bleachers.
There were individual chairs. I think.
Yeah, there were individual
Yeah.
chairs along the side there, and the
Yeah.
bleachers were.
I mean, it was
like,
probably 10x last night, crowd wise.
Oh, it had to, right?
probably like yeah.
8, 10.
I mean,
whatever.
you would have had to
Like a
have,
decent crowd last year.
you would have
Yeah.
to have chairs individually lined the entire.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
that
It
would've been nuts.
Yeah, it
But
was
the,
actually good.
the
they had
balcony
upstairs
was
thing.
unbelievable.
Yeah, right.
When you looked
That
up,
was
you
fun.
saw,
It was like a high school atmosphere. Call Klemmer. The morning after's tough. We've all been there.
I imagine. Resigned in disgrace.
very quickly too.
That was a quick. You're right. Maybe just get ahead of it.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. We're just calling to make sure you're okay. We saw you resigned last night.
I did. I realized the game, passed me by. Not a great job coaching by me. I was upset. So I put my head down after the game. I'm like, fuck, that sucks.
Okay, yeah. You see these? Go ahead.
I picked my head up.
Oh boy.
And I see Cinema's mom crying with a big smile on her face.
At your coaching?
You guys, what's that?
At your coaching? She was crying about?
I probably.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing I've
you
seen.
guys are all huddled,
the worst ever.
Yeah. It was a great
you guys
moment.
are all huddled and like it was just like, all right, like the right team won. Like it sucks to lose, but like that was, I don't know, that was the easiest loss I've ever had in my life. Like,
Well, I said that, first of all, I gave you guys credit. You sit in the traffic and everyone was great. Barstool New York gets a lot of credit. Critics, not me. Critics, Dave Portnoy, one of them, right, Dave?
Yes.
Is saying that you threw the game by not playing Rico more. Your thoughts?
No, I definitely didn't throw the game. I wanted to win that game.
I could tell.
Rico didn't want to play when Gus was in, so that's why we took him out in the first half. Probably should have played him more in the second half. The guys didn't. The guys on the floor felt comfortable, and Rico. I should have played Rico more, obviously.
It came down to 5 individuals versus a team. You guys just hadn't played enough together.
We hadn't played really at all together the last 6 months. I mean, we've never played with Pat. The rest of those guys, we've all played together. I know some of the guys are non-content, but if you watch like Dana's basketball videos in New York, those guys were all in the team. We hadn't played together in 6-8 months. So it was a bunch of guys thrown together. There was no question about that. And you guys played great, such an improvement on defense.
Crazy. Second half we were locked in. Yeah, second half we were locked in. Well, I'll tell you, even when it was 15-2 in the timeout, I said Rico made a great play at that 3 after that steal. I said to the guy, I was like, I feel like you guys were struggling against the man-to-man defense, which I don't think you expected to see. So I was like, we're just gonna stay in this and see what happens. Yeah.
I know some people were saying, why didn't you play more man-to-man? Our guys were worried about getting gassed. If we stay man-to-man, we don't have as big of a bench as you guys.
Well,
you guys were better conditioned.
We also scored 30 points. We didn't score 90 points. I don't get. We scored 30 points. The defense was. I think the issue was too much for you guys. It just came down to guys who were good individual athletes, hadn't played as much together as us, and we played over the last year. We've probably played 20 games together, 20 practices,
couple of scrimmages,
and we're playing
month.
And that crowd last night was insane. It was insane.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the crowd was incredible. Yeah, absolutely. I have only one grade, and that's the referees. After the game, the rest of the order was
Dave,
here we go.
Are you
Going
to allow this? Are you going to allow this, Dave?
I'm going to say a fact here. The ref came up to after the game and
said, Go ahead.
Said, sorry, we didn't call more fouls. There were at least 10 we could have called.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of shrugged his shoulders.
On both sides.
Both sides. Clean game. Yeah.
We got hammered too.
In the first half, we got killed with fouls.
Klemmer,
Clemmer,
don't be this guy. Don't be this guy.
I will say one other thing. You pushed the ref
and didn't even get a tech or anything. I've never seen that before.
Well, he's a Minifan.
Someone instigated him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a fat. So I'm offended by obesity.
Yeah, you call him a fat cocksucker?
He is a fat cocksucker. He's fat, and I saw him suck another guy's cock before the game. What do you want?
And then you pushed him, and no tech was called. I think that might be your first in basketball history.
You got to tell Pat to stop bitching during the game, too.
Awful.
Jesus Christ. Stay focused.
Him and Jetski.
I'm not the coach anymore. I can do anything.
Will you? So I am retiring as a player. I'll never top this. I'm going to take a job as coach of the team if they want us to keep playing. Will you accept a job with KMS as a front office consultant as you are with your New Hampshire ventures? Will you accept a role with us?
As a GM?
Yeah, GM consultant.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
Wow, that's breaking news.
There we go.
That's breaking news. now you.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm not a coach. I'll never be. You know how you said like, oh, I can never like match the top. Like, this is such a great height.
Yes.
I can never match a low this low. I just had one of the biggest figures in media say I was a horrible coach. Like, you can't do any worse than that. So like, I can't.
He's had a tough
I can never coach
himself,
again.
so.
Yeah.
Well, if you convert to Judaism, he won't say that.
Is this the fastest
show him
anyone
the
has
crack
ever
Rico
thrown their team under the bus in history?
He's not throwing them under the bus. He's just accepting a job as a consultant with us.
Very quick.
You move up. He didn't,
Oh, no,
didn't take
I
any
don't-
time.
We made the move.
I will say him taking this job won't do a lot for people saying he's on the.
If you cut me, bleeds KMS. But now you have to focus on next week. Chicago.
Oh yeah.
Trivia.
No, I told you. I've been like studying. I've been studying things and trying to get as ready
here
as
we
possible.
go.
What's that?
I want to win.
We're gonna win.
I want to win really bad.
Yeah, we're gonna win next week. All right, we'll talk to you.
Did
later.
anyone give
good.
the loss speech last night? You know, like
Oh,
when
yeah,
a big
anybody-
loss.
Yeah.
It's the worst moment in a
I
player's.
mean, there was a. Well, I saw the video when I stole the ball and ran around the court. I think I saw a lot of pouty, bitchy
heads
faces.
down.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, it's a big game for them too.
Huge loss. Yeah. What do you?
Somebody has to step up and be like, "We're going to be back here, guys. Don't worry, we'll be back next year."
Well, they won't. But
I know.
When after that last time out, when it was 9 seconds and 4 points, I'm like, anyone got any ideas? I don't. That was
wow.
All right. Great coaching. Great coaching. You should have revisited the GM thought.
The Zen Master.
Yeah.
Well, we do. All kidding aside, yeah, we do appreciate that the cargo shorts were cool. We do appreciate you guys. Like, you sat in traffic, and I know I talked to Simmons' mom and dad after the game, and they were like, the New York guys were great. So it was a great. I said, I'm not kidding. It's the greatest moment in show history, and without you guys, it doesn't happen. So we are very grateful.
No, all the guys. Cargo shorts. That was Marty's idea.
Yeah, Justin was saying that.
Yeah, and the whole team instantly bought in. Like no one was like, oh, like everyone wanted to do this for cinema, and even the guys that didn't know him, like we talked about him, like oh, like Ken Jack did a show with him, Robbie did a show with him.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I know him, and other people listen to KMS, they know him, and people, no one, obviously it was kind of like not bitching about the traffic, the traffic sucks, but no one's like, oh, I shouldn't have came. Everyone wanted to go.
No,
and
it was
everyone
great.
happy.
Yeah, it was great.
Is that why you called the timeout?
Yeah, for the cargo shorts, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I thought you didn't. I thought the man-to-man threw you guys off.
That's great.
No, not at all. No, we had that plan.
Well, that's very
I kind of figured. I thought you'd go man to man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I thought you'd do.
Oh, he's in your head. He's 2 steps ahead.
True. That's why I hired him. Just hire him as a GM.
That's what I assumed because that's what we did. We couldn't do that on defense because our guys hadn't played basketball in so long. We weren't conditioned enough to do that. We're younger and we're
only
probably more
7 or 8
athletic,
guys too, though. So, yeah.
Yeah. So no, I said you guys. I told all the guys afterwards. You guys earned that one for sure. I mean, you guys great defense. Locked us down, and then you guys came back and fought.
There you go. All right, we'll talk to you later.
All right, later.
The general manager of KMS Basketball, Chris Klemmer.
Wow.
Really, after losing, accepts with his enemy within hours after
12
the game.
hours?
Yeah.
That's going to look suspicious.
That's not going to look good.
No, not at all.
That's not going to look good. Call Rico real quick.
I also like Klemmer studying for the dozen. I'm just picturing him with a big book that says facts on the cover.
Yeah.
He's reading
Don
facts.
Mattingly, George Brett,
Just reading.
Dan Quisenberry.
Clemmer just pulled like a Bill Parcells right there going to the Jets.
He took,
Just immediately
resigned.
left. Yeah.
I am elated.
Hello.
Hello.
How you feeling today?
What a fucking after party, bro.
Okay, we can do this. Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, bro. We were in the back of that bus throwing ropes on all those girls. What a fucking time, huh?
Well, how did you feel with the
How about the broad? Hey, listen. Sometimes I don't try to look, but sometimes you look. How about the brajol on Steve from Glosta, huh? Listen. Usually they need 2 strings to tie that thing up. Big Stevie's got 3 strings on the old brajol.
How did you feel about the New York coach? How did you think he's getting a lot of criticism today?
It's tough. I don't know what character.
Yeah.
You got it. You know basketball. I think you were so fucking black. You went full Hulk Hogan. Even after the game ends.
Yeah.
You have your minute. We walk over like shaking hands. It's like 2 minutes after you celebrate the family, which was great. I reached out to Sin and his girlfriend. Like, it was unbelievable for them. Saw his dad before the game. Like, unbelievable that they won. But after the game, I tried to like just break you. Like, it was like, all right, the performance is over. I was like, Kirk, that was your best work yet. You're like, you're a loser. Like, dude, all right. Like, when does it end?
It doesn't end.
No, I was just saying to Klemmer, you guys just had to sit in traffic, and like, I talked to his parents after the game, and I just told Klemmer, like, they were like, the New York guys were unbelievable. You guys it was like, for us, it's the best moment ever in show history, and it doesn't happen without you guys. So we are grateful. I mean, if I was coaching, you would have played a little more, but
Yeah, that was the question I had.
I understand.
Should you have played more, Rico? Now that it's over.
it happens. Like, you get lost in the shuffle. You know, like it's whatever. I mean, I don't know. Like, Hubs brings more defensively. This guy brings that. Like, it's who should you go out for? You know, it's not
diplomatic, Rico.
Yeah,
after a loss. What is this about?
Is it true you refused to take the court if Gus was playing?
1,000%. like months in advance, bro. Let Justin listen. Like, I know Kirk goes like back and forth with me. He still hasn't followed me. Like, the idol is still hanging over his head. Like, it is what it is.
Followed you? Where?
On Twitter.
Oh, shut up. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
It's all right.
I guess your dumb blog post about summer music. All right, I guess I'll follow you. Go ahead. You've earned it. Go ahead.
All right, whatever. Last night was my wedding anniversary, so I had to explain to my wife, I'm going up there to potentially get railed like fucking table.
I thought you meant the last time I followed you on Twitter.
I might never see you again.
Well,
so So I was like, listen, I'm playing it for a good cause, but like, I ain't getting fucking hurt. So that was months in advance. If that guy's on the court, I'm out.
I'll say that steal in 3 to go 15-2 was a great play. That was a great play.
Dude, we didn't score the rest of the first half, and then scored 11 from that point on. I think there was. You guys keep putting the graphic up that it was 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure that happened at 7 because you know me. Right. I go back and watch my tape.
Sure, I
go back and watch my own tape. So
look, you shot. You shot great. Even the one you missed rimmed out. I had my worst shooting game of my life, but it was that game was. I was just saying, like, if you're on the floor, I know it's like terrible, no one's scoring, but it fucking felt like the 7th game in the NBA Finals. It felt like a legitimate war when you were out there.
Yeah, no, I mean, you guys brought it defensively. Like, we couldn't get anything spacing. I did think you would have a defensive liability on the floor at all times, and we could have spaced it out, but we never were able to get guys by it, you know? So it's like, it is what it is. Like, when they put it late, you put Coleman on Nick, which was crazy. We cleared that out.
My thing was just clobber him. Like, if you're in for 30 seconds, just clobber him. The refs aren't going to call it. The refs are in the bag for me. Like, they're not going to call it. So, you just do it that way.
Of course, yeah. And Mo's a friend of mine. He's a fellow Bison. After the game, he's like, man.
Who the hell are you?
I'm like, Mo.
Is that the fatso?
The ref, yeah. Not the fatso, the other one.
No, the tall guy.
The ball holder guy.
He actually got cut.
Yeah.
He could have helped you. He tried out for you.
No, he was a hardo though. Remember that day of the tryouts?
Yeah. But I said, Mo, you're despicable. Like, after the game, those fouls were 62-4. Like, come on.
No, they were not.
Not in the first. No way, Rico.
No.
Not in the first half.
No, you guys
got a lot of calls.
You know what? Ultimately, came down to individual versus team. Oldest story in the book. Nothing against you guys. You just haven't practiced that much together. A bunch of good athletes and. Did you pay Jet Ski in crack when he was your producer or no?
No, Jet Ski's your guy. Everybody gets fired up.
I agree. It doesn't bother me. I'm with you. It's in the game. I'm out there telling people what?
You're out there telling people you're going to end their life. Like, somebody's going to get upset.
I agree. I got no problem with it. I like him. I was joking around with him after the game. It was great. I have to retire, unfortunately. But Chris Klemmer has already accepted the post as general manager and director of basketball operations for KMS Basketball. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, the whole way home, like in the car, like you guys just start talking about something else. I was legitimately the entire time, like I literally can't believe the ball. Like, and they'd be like, "All right, stop bringing up the game." I'm like, "Not." Like, I just can't believe we.
Well, you got Delilah. I saw at least. That's good.
We did have a little Delilah. Yeah, I didn't have to go to the emergency room at 2 a.m. That was
true.
great.
Good. That's progress.
Did you end
But
up
also, here's the other thing. Here's the other thing
go
too.
ahead.
Here's the
Go
other
ahead.
thing.
Yeah,
You're
go
such a fucking. Before the game,
Who, me?
they had us lined up the wrong way. And then you said, no, we're just going to go that way.
Mind
so
games.
I thought we were going towards our benches both ways.
Yep.
Like, then there was no switch. Like, all right, we're just shooting at this basket. You wanted us, you did old school NBA. You wanted us going towards your bench
Correct.
in the second half.
Correct.
Yeah, and you had all your.
I planned this game out. What do you want me to do? We haven't won a game. I had to do everything. You know, we scored.
No, listen, from a basketball diehard, like that bothers me that you out strategied us. That bothers me. Well, you out strategied one guy, but
out strategized.
Yeah. So that's right away, and then you. Whatever.
You were great. You played great. You had a couple of great threes. The one you missed, the one you thought was
horrible
going.
turnover. I got guns. I had the inside track. I don't even know who that guy was. I had the inside track on the layup, and then of course, you guys have that fucking rolling snack cart that's just going to take people's legs out. So I was gun shy about taking out the fucking layup. So I was like, all right, whatever. Marty was open. I didn't kick it enough. Horrible turnover, and then the air ball was brutal at the end.
Yeah, I think
and you gave us. Game
was over.
The game was.
You guys gave us a million shots. You gave us a million shots in it still at the end with the free throw.
Yeah, I missed one. Ron missed one.
Calm down.
Yeah, I couldn't believe I missed mine. But yeah, that was Mario that shot the tie, and that was it. But it was a ugly but great.
I thought you fouled too early. Jet Ski had the two at the line. It was a lot.
I knew Jet Ski would miss though, so I thought it was a good foul. I didn't think he was gonna. Yeah, but either way,
I love Pat. Pat's layup was tough. He said it too right away.
He did.
It was a 1 foot shot. He missed it by 3. So, but hey, win the team, lose the team.
All right, I'll see you in Chicago next week. Good job. Thank you very much. Good job, buddy.
So is Graham Bennett with Rico?
Yeah. They hang out. They roll together. Pussy posse. Yeah,
that's weird.
They block Rico on Twitter. Let me see. Boy, the Twitter thing bothered him. Huh?
Yeah, some people get really offended by that.
Well, follow Rico on Twitter if you know. What else? What else outside of this or inside?
Well, you know who called this game perfectly? Mike Montante. He said KMS should be favorites by 4.
4? I saw that.
4.
Did he say it before the game?
Wow. He said that when he was here.
He did. Huh.
He did.
I don't know how he got to that reasoning. Even having played the game, I don't understand that. I don't know.
He fixed it.
If I had shot like I normally did, we would have won by 10.
Yeah.
But you can do that forever. I mean, they missed a bunch of shots.
Justin was close enough on the score. You predicted a low-scoring game,
Justin.
Justin.
The closest one.
Yep,
yeah.
he did.
What was your prediction?
I think it was 38 to 30.
If you had said to me we scored 30 points before the game, I would have been let's fucking go. We
lost big.
Blown out. They scored 26 points.
It's crazy. I think Marty might have scored that last year.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
And we never really got in that full court press, huh?
We did it once. We did it once and shredded us.
Yeah.
I didn't. I was just get out of it. They were more athletic than I thought they were going to be.
Yeah, it was just right in the beginning of the game. You're like, first basket, we're going to get into it.
It took forever to score the first basket.
First basket took
we
forever.
fucking
Yeah,
forgot by the time we scored. So, what else? What else we got?
I was just going to say too. You mentioned the T-shirt at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
The guys from New York outside of the basketball team too, whether it be Robbie, whoever, a shit ton of people promoted it, and it sold a shit ton, and it's all going to go the family's figuring it out. So, and I believe we're going to have another one, right? If you approve it.
Oh, what was it? The
other shirt I sent you.
Like the Falcons one?
Yeah. So, but I'm just saying they did a great job promoting it for us too, and that was great. So
no, it was a great viral moment. I mean, it was like I didn't have my phone until the game was over. It was in the other room, so I was like, Jesus, this thing went crazy. So it was great. It was great. I like I said, it's hard for us on the show to. We're always feel like it's us against the world. We actually win. I don't really know how to react to it. So you just walk away. You shake hands and you walk away. That's how we do it. What else?
You hear Dave called into Manners last night to
Yeah.
scream at him.
Dave Portnoy did?
No.
He's really worked up.
I wouldn't say I screamed at him.
No, you were fired up.
Were you
though.
drunk?
No, I was just trying to tell him I didn't know other people called in. I just turned them on when I was driving home.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I didn't know other people had called in like Mama K and Mayo or whatever.
Mama
so I just
I.
wanted to describe.
Mama I.
Yeah.
Mama K, we're back. We won.
we're back.
We won.
Okay.
She was there too. She was present. So maybe.
She was. Well, she wanted to be in the moment.
Yeah. So I just let him know what.
I didn't notice David do anything too crazy on there.
No?
No, I just screamed. I was just joking with him about the.
Why don't we
fact
play
that-
some of it? How's that? It's a fucking talking
I
about
don't
it.
want to play myself.
You know you want, and you can try to trigger me, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, who is there present live for the biggest moments in show history? I am there. You are not.
That was that.
You know what's weird is that's kind of true. Mini golf championship in Arizona, you were there.
Check.
Dozen championship, you were there.
I've always said this.
Dozen championship, you were there.
Yep.
Last night, you were there.
Even if you look at like Red 13, the first few like classic moment, the Moroso voicemail, Steve, my good man.
Let's not stretch this out.
the same page?
Nobody cares. I don't care about me.
We're talking about wins.
Yeah, we're not talking about.
Right.
I'm saying Cullinan was there.
Typical Central Mass.
You're already
thinker.
out of here.
Jesus Christ. Go stare at the lawn.
I said that.
Jesus.
I don't really understand. I was adding to the point you were making.
Wins, championship.
Not great moments, like actual wins.
Yeah,
Let's go through the highlight reel.
Yeah, I mean, championships.
Seems like an odd thing to get mad about. I don't really understand.
Mark Moroso's voicemail.
I don't understand why we're all mad. I don't get it.
It's just he's gone, huh, Dave?
Yeah, it's crazy.
We've lost him.
I said that last year. I said because you had a down year last year.
Yeah, you're a winner.
Yeah.
Or you're around winners. Yeah.
Yep.
Did you wake up your son and beat him last night to celebrate the victory? Or
Oh my God!
It's just funny how the reaction, in that room and then on the internet is one way, but then when you see people in person, they start to tell you their
different
story.
tune?
Different
it's very
story.
interesting. Yeah,
Hey, like that you beat your kid?
It's just not how it is.
Silent majority.
Abuse, whatever.
Yeah. Well, who was coming up to you and praising you?
I don't name names. They have their own parenting style, but plenty of support yesterday on the court. Let's say that.
On the court?
People came up to me.
During the game, the players were saying this to you?
Before the game,
refs?
after the game.
Josh and James?
They said, Dave, my son's been misbehaving.
They have their own methods. They have their own methods, and they just
Well, we
saw
did
no
make sure
problem.
to keep paper away from him yesterday because.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want that near him.
No.
Jesus. Huh. So what was it? Why were you so worked up at Menors? What were you responding to? Oh, he hates you guys, right?
Yeah, I forget how we started.
Well, Menor started off with
like
like the producers, and he was taking shots at the producers during the game.
I don't think he was doing anything bad. He wasn't doing
Not
anything
his
bad.
usual
They were great
stuff.
last night.
But Menors was complimentary about the way the whole thing went.
The production was good.
and he gave
Sounded good, Mike, and
compliments
everything,
during
or-
that. Yeah,
Like the sound was good? Yeah. We have a player coach and a player producer. Justin was producing and playing at the same time.
It was tough because I felt bad like checking my phone to make sure like everything was fine.
Oh, was that Dave? Oh, Dave's
I'm
made a
just kidding.
face.
I'm like, what are you talking about? I know he was helpful. He was there.
Wow. Okay. What else?
Dave Portnoy was on. It was just funny how he did like yesterday. He's hated by the conservatives, so he jumps on NPR yesterday. Did you see any of that?
NPR?
Yeah, he was on Morning Edition NPR.
That's good.
What is going on in the world?
That's where he belongs.
What the fuck? My taxpayer pay for this idiot to go on NPR?
That's where
He's also a barometer for a certain kind of man that politicians on both sides of the aisle really want.
It's funny to hear like the NPR voice and Dave involved in that stuff.
Dave's
He's very thoughtful.
Yeah. What is going on in the world?
There's this phrase that people use. I don't know if you like it or not. The manosphere. Talking about male podcasters and internet stars talking to bros about bro things.
The guy actually wasn't bad, but he had to be NPR.
who is that? He kind of sounds like Jim Browdy a bit.
Yeah,
Dave's probably never heard that phrase ever in his life until then.
Manosphere.
Yeah. Jesus.
Do those guys have to have that
something
voice?
happen in society that has made men like that more political than maybe they would have been 10 years ago?
I would say I had no
This is weird. This is like the Tim Dillon interview with CNN where people are acting like the last 10 years didn't happen. And all of a sudden they're like, what's this thing about bro culture? It seems like people are responding to Donald Trump.
What is,
It's like, where have you been?
what's the old NPR thing? What was the old
NPR.
I am
NPR?
right here. Hello.
Oh, God. So go for $20, by the way. The next Minifan convention, Mike will be doing that.
That's right.
For you when, wherever we are.
I need to, yeah.
Yeah, wow. I will too. So wasn't Dave on something with Fox News today?
Yeah, he was doing like a walk.
Fox
with
and
Steve.
Friends.
I only saw that clip that he's
Playing both sides.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I quote tweeted his Klemmer take. Typical lib pussy take by Portnoy. No surprise. Just one of them now. We've lost him.
And did you enjoy the rap about Portnoy?
Yeah, it was funny.
My guy Crack Amico.
What the hell was that? Jesus Christ.
It was pretty explicit.
Yeah, he wasn't fucking around.
I did. I put
He goes hard.
Just in case you wanted to play it, I bleeped out one word that I don't think you're supposed to say.
What's the first letter of that word?
I think there were at least two.
There's a couple.
Yeah.
I only did one, so if you want to try it, you can try it. It's up to you.
I mean, Dave Portnoy is then going to get mad at me for playing a rap song?
Right.
Have we gone full circle here, or is it just
Here we
me?
go.
Jesus.
Portnoy, the Jewish
Mad at the jokes, Race the rente is losing his mind. Loading my Glock, got him screaming out 9. How about I tell you some jokes, Mrs. Portnoy, and you tell me what's over the line. All of you people controlling the media, changing the weather, controlling our minds. Hollywood pedophile lawyers and slum lords that would do anything for a dime. What if I said something that you ain't like? What if I called you a kike? What if I know
That was the one I was talking about.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
I wish I caught that one.
That was the one I was talking
Yeah,
about.
that's a little.
Come on. No place for that. No place for that.
I would take a Bobby Costa song over that any day of the week.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
There's nice energy, though.
I did suggest you guys walk out to it last night. But not received.
I've been fine with that.
At least Mick should have been
That's
able
true.
to. Yeah,
that's true. Did you and Mick talk at all, Justin?
We didn't really talk, but I said, let's go. Like, let's do it for cinema.
Okay. Do you feel any different after a win?
Like, what do you mean?
Well, you guys, we're all bonded together now historically.
No,
I'm saying like the 80 U.S. Olympic hockey team.
Right.
Like you're like it's first, I don't think you'll have an obituary written about you, but if it were, it'd be in the first sentence now. You're part of this team.
But did any of those guys hate each other the way apparently Justin hates Mick, which I didn't realize still existed until last week?
I can confirm it. I think it does.
I think now I believe it. But.
Do you feel like do you hate him any less after this?
No,
process?
and I'm gonna stop pretending to not hate him.
Okay.
I think that's been a week now. I think you've stopped.
No, but he did.
Established.
But before that, he did. He
been
fooled
established.
us.
True.
I didn't think he hated Mick that much anymore.
You can all go to hell.
Is there a path to redemption or no?
No.
Okay.
But no, it's for cinema, and I wanted to put that aside for win the game. All the
Another
team.
boy.
And Mick was fine last night. There was nothing.
I thought so, Justin.
Team
no?
player.
It was great.
Oh, he played hard when he was in there.
He was good.
Absolutely.
I thought you weren't pretending anymore.
He played hard last. Everyone
was
played hard
fine.
last.
I'm not going to lie, is what I should say.
Yeah, that's good. I think you'll probably respect, I suppose. What else, Dave?
Let's see. Did you see that a magazine tweeted out like a House representative is the one who sexually assaulted Alex Cooper by accident? Did you see this?
Nancy Mace.
Nancy Mace did this.
What do you mean? I'm sorry. I got confused.
Remember
What?
Alex Cooper? We did a story yesterday. Alex Cooper
Yeah, the
said
BU
she was
soccer
sexually
coach.
harassed by whatever her name is, Nancy something. And I think it was New York Magazine tweeted out that it was House Representative Nancy Mace was the individual who did this.
That's the one with the boobs?
Just by accident. Yes.
They said that she harassed her?
Yes.
The harassment was by accident.
But that's not correct, though, right?
It's not correct. It was an accident. So she was fucking furious.
Nancy Mace related to that team at all?
No, it's just literally whoever the intern is that probably typed that.
Because I saw the woman does not look like Nancy Mace, the woman they're accusing of doing this.
Nancy Feldman is the one.
Yeah, and I read a bunch about it, and what Alex was saying was, so I was like, look, you never know. Obviously, Mike has a take on it already. It's fine.
It's taking a long time to talk about it.
But it definitely crossed if all true, very weird. Like touching her and asking her about asking about fucking before he's a college coach. But I think Alex's point was she's now retired. But the people she went and actually complained, and others did as well. She said, and the people who she complained to are still at BU.
Right.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And they did nothing then, and now
they're fucked now.
Right.
I mean, this is a wagon, whether you like Alex or not. That's what's our crew called? The what?
The Daddy Gang.
Daddy Gang?
The Daddy Gang is going to be bringing it. Yeah. I'm a Sophia guy with an F, but
sure. Who is
a different conversation.
Dick is down your throat.
She's still around.
Sophia?
She hung around for a while.
Podcast? She has a podcast.
She had a moderately successful.
Yeah,
I don't know if she's still. Yeah,
I'm sure she's successful, but you just don't see.
She's
her.
probably fooling people. She's probably signed like 4 contracts since then.
Yeah.
New money. She's still with my guy, Nelson?
Oh, I don't
believe
I think that ended.
You don't think they made it?
quickly.
Yeah.
I think she tries to be like Alex is just legit on her own. Like she doesn't really socialize with other influencers.
She was like Alex Earl for a while, though.
Yeah, it was on her network. But
She
she's
has
not
her
like-
own. And didn't she hire Grace or no?
Look, don't poke holes in an obvious bullshit.
Yeah, but Sophia tries to hang around like the Nelk boy, whatever. You don't care, but it's all right.
Yeah. Speaking of,
he's still worked up though.
Speaking of horrendous, serious podcasts, have you listened to Smartless? I know we've talked about it before.
I've told you. So I watched
good interviews.
I watched the HBO documentary. What Dave looks up. So Dave's probably a Smartless guy. That's in his wheelhouse.
So my wife is big into it.
Yeah, yeah. So I watched it. Did I tell you I watched that documentary?
Yeah.
They did on Max. You saw it, right, Dave? They follow them around. They're doing 3 live shows, and they it's fine, but so after I was like, I will try it.
Yeah.
It's everyone who's in the audience is girls.
Yeah,
it's for girls. Like it's for girls.
It's an interview show.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, no,
Dave,
it's like
what do you,
it's like
get a kickback?
You're like, what do you expect?
I'm reacting appropriately. He's asking if I like it. I said no.
I listened for
Dave,
the
why are you
first.
defending this so much?
What are you so fucking worked up about, Dave?
It's a dumb interview show. That's all it is.
Let the guy make his point.
Make your stupid point.
that's right down his alley.
Spit out,
Yeah,
Mike.
but
Your fucking
Fuck is wrong with you?
But a dumb interview show is right down his alley.
We won last night.
We won a
Jesus
game.
Christ,
And we're talking about Smartless.
Mike and I were
Come on. Let the man speak.
He's a loyal team fan, Dave.
I listened to it and didn't think it was that great.
Pussy.
Sorry, I brought it up.
Loser. I happen to agree with you. I don't. It's
Well,
not.
'cause
Not for us. I don't think.
They had. I expected to kind of like it because I like Jason Bateman. I like Will Arnett a lot.
Yeah, I do too.
And they had Shane Gillis on, so I was like, I'll check it out. First time I ever listened, and legitimately, like Sean Hayes didn't know. They brought up SNL, and you could tell he remembered.
Didn't know the controversy?
He pretended. He goes, "Oh, I forgot you were there."
Right.
And Shane was like, "Well, for like 4 days." And he goes, "Oh, was it that short?" Like he
Oh, he
didn't-
thought he was a cast member?
He had no fucking
Yeah,
idea.
Well, that's the bid is they don't know. The other two
who the
don't
guest
know.
is, which is such a lie.
Such
And that's just an indictment on him.
I believe
who
it.
just doesn't give a fuck.
They didn't know anything about him. I believe it.
Maybe. Yeah, I
No,
guess.
I think they just don't give a fuck. Like they're not going
Well,
to
what
do any
would
prep
be the-
work.
I actually like. I don't want to spend too much. Mike's obsessed with it, but I don't want to spend that too much time on it.
Just let me 2 seconds.
But I actually, the 3 or 4 I listened to, because I'll give it a shot. I actually like before the guest is on and they're kind of breaking each other's balls is not bad.
Yeah, a little bit.
Even in this one, that seemed a little forced.
Force now, okay, I listened a couple of years ago,
Yeah.
so but I mean, it's a monster.
Because they're all remote and they're like kind of talking over each other. It's kind of.
It's also super like they very liberal, very like.
They didn't really get into that.
Like, they're not
in
having
the one I
JD
listened
Vance
to.
on, but they would have Kamala Harris on.
Oh, definitely. Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
but to me, like have JD Vance on. Have
It is
Sean
funny,
Hayes,
like all
you know.
these podcasts. I mean, I guess Alex is the only one, but like all these podcasters get these huge fucking deals, and then you just never really hear from them again. You know, like who's written about Smartless lately?
Yeah,
Used to read
put it this
about
way,
them.
like
They had buzz
Smartless
to
a
it.
huge podcast. If they were playing, like 4 people would show up at that basketball.
Yeah. But it had buzz to it at a time. Then they go get their $300 million deal, and nobody's fucking like I don't know.
Yeah.
But as long as subscribers are there, who cares?
Right.
You know, I think, right?
Well, it's like the Michelle Obama one. Like, I don't think anybody
Exactly.
really listens to it.
Yeah, right. I can't.
There's a lot of
imagine.
hype in the beginning, and now
Although I think Amy Poehler is doing well. Somebody was telling
Probably.
me.
Never see that one promoted really anyway either.
No, it's on the Ringer, right?
Yeah, I don't see that.
Yeah.
you see Greg had that tweet yesterday before the game. Looked like he was getting off the.
I retweeted it.
Yeah.
Yes, I did see that. Yeah.
That's his staple, though. He did that last year.
That's a trademark, yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
You didn't need them. So that's at the end of the day.
Did you
True.
watch this documentary on Netflix about the Tylenol murders? In like
I haven't yet. I remember it as a kid. So what year was that?
It was. I believe there were multiple years.
There was one when I was
I
a
do
kid.
remember that. Yeah.
There was one in 19.
You couldn't buy Tylenol.
What
at
year?
one
Because I was
point.
living in Billerica. I remember watching it in the news downstairs in Billerica.
like 85 maybe, or
I was 83.
1982.
Okay, 82.
Okay.
Yeah, I was still,
September.
I moved in 84. And
Yeah, I just didn't know if you.
people were literally like I don't know if they recall them.
Yes,
you couldn't buy them. You couldn't buy them.
I gotta watch that because I remember as a kid it was like World War. People were like terrified like in the streets about
It was very interesting.
it. Oh, you watched it?
I did.
What interested you? What did you find interesting?
Well, because it's like that's how the whole like I didn't know there were bottles that you could just open.
Oh yeah,
There's no like
back-
tamper proof
it's
or
a
anything.
world
No.
was- it's a different world back then. It's amazing. Like this isn't like 200 years ago either. Like it was, like when you were born, like your fucking mom and my mom would hold me in the front seat of the car. My dad drove me home.
Yeah.
Like, this is like 50 years ago. It's crazy now.
Yeah.
But now,
no car seat, seat belts, and
What is
one,
there?
one
Just
time,
not that-
this is 46 years. I was 4. Show you how much times have changed. It never happened now. My dad ripped a paper right in front of my face.
yeah.
It's right in front of my face.
You act like
God.
You act like I
right?
did it. You act like I did it, and then I walked away.
Oh, sorry, Dave. Sorry, it's
kinda-
smartless, Dave. What, do you think Sean Hayes would do that to his son?
They would have a conversation about it. Yeah, they would.
They would?
Yeah.
But who was most likely to do it? Will?
I
Bait?
don't know, Arnett seems like kind of a crazy fucker.
Yeah.
to me.
It looks like he drinks a lot.
Yeah, he probably does.
Canadian.
I think he's an alcoholic.
Oh, he is? Well, then he does drink a lot. Or did. Is he recovering?
Let me see.
Call Greg. He'll tell us.
He didn't like him, right?
I did this last time too.
Yeah.
He did not have a problem with him. I said the same thing, and he's like, "What?"
Because then they
No, I
were.
think- no, I think- I think
they
they-
reference each other a lot now. Like,
Yeah,
or
no, I
I've
think,
heard
they,
a
I think
decent
they get
amount.
along.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the same thing last time, and he corrected me.
Yeah, I like Will Arnett.
Yes, he's in. He's
Oh, good
sober
for him.
now, and he actively participates in AA.
Oh boy, good for him. I like him. I don't like his Smartless persona. Like, it's very Job persona when he talks. I don't know.
A little bit. Yeah.
He's like that.
But he was the most. He was the
outside.
funniest one of the three of them.
Yeah.
Like the most believable having a conversation.
It's becoming. You guys gonna do Smartless after Quincy's over?
I can't get through it.
Blind Mike,
know what I've been rewatching though?
What's that?
Night Court, the original one.
Yeah.
Were you into that?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, that.
I don't think I need to rewatch it in order. I don't think it's a
Well, no,
sitcom
the first two seasons were pretty. Remember they had like the different bailiffs. Like
Yes.
one died and then the next one died.
Yeah.
So
It's on Peacock.
yes,
Yeah.
So I've been watching old episodes of that.
There you go.
So I don't know, Mike, if you had to rewatch and.
Night Court's a funny show, but
Night Court's pretty good.
wouldn't qualify though.
That's kind of the problem.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah.
Right.
We may end up doing like we're doing today.
Yeah.
We'll talk about how to finish off the last 4 Quincy episodes, but we're also doing basically just a bonus Blind Mike project. So we may do that for a little while till
there you go.
we find a
All
good
right,
show.
there you go. There's a plan.
Yes.
What else, boys?
So it's unnamed, just officially Wednesdays now.
Do we know what time it is tomorrow?
I don't. I texted Austin with what you told us this
The way
morning.
he texted me is 10 or 11 tomorrow. I said, okay, I don't really. I guess we'll do the golf thing after.
Sure. After.
That's all right. Yeah, I guess after. I mean, I almost feel like we should just fucking. Who's in Thursday?
Thursday is let's see, Mutt and Tim from Dartmouth is his name.
Okay.
From Dartmouth.
All right. So must have schlepp in here Wednesday and Thursday.
Well, Mutt wanted to do it remotely today, so we'll see what he thinks about tomorrow.
Okay. After the game, we're at that place, and everyone was there but Steve. We're having a great time, laughing.
No one told me.
Was Steve the only guy not there? Justin.
I don't know if Cliff was there.
Okay. Well, you can play along or not.
Okay.
And I was talking to Justin, not you. And they were like, "Mutt, you're gonna do the PA for the dozen." Yeah. It's like, you see this or no? I was like, I'm still kind of thinking about this game.
I'm focused on the game.
Like the game's over.
And it's like, how much does it pay?
Yeah, how much does it pay?
Is that a joke?
No, he's like, how much does it pay?
How much did the dozen announcing pay?
Yeah, I'm like, it's gonna. I don't know what last year's dozen Final Four got in YouTube views, or the year I won. I would say 300,000.
It's a horrible joke.
You're getting Mutt Stack promotion.
Yeah,
right.
That's 300,000 people are gonna watch that. They'll fast forward to that part, but they'll still watch it. There's 1,000 people there.
I mean, he would have to wear like a Mutt Stack sweatshirt,
Jockey outfit.
Yeah,
The one with you 2 years ago, 426,000.
That seems like a decent promotional spot. That's also on YouTube. I mean, all their clips and forums and whatever. You probably get close to 1 million impressions.
Last year, views were down.
No,
I assume he was kidding when he said that, Mutt. He had to be.
didn't feel like it.
How much
to
does
me.
it pay?
You never know with him though.
Yeah.
So he went after the game.
Jeff's doing him a favor. He doesn't need a PA guy.
No.
I mean, he's
It's
there.
not like just like I gotta whatever it costs.
I mean, he is there as a joke. I mean, to be fair, what?
What did Mutt do to Mike? Why is Mike so? Why is he attacking?
Well, because if
Mutt?
Jeff offered it to me, I wouldn't be like, how much does it pay?
I don't know. It just seems like Mike has a problem with it or something.
With who? With Mutt?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I wanted to do the fucking announcement.
I think we all do though. We all want him to.
I'm working on.
Shut up, Dave. Shut up. Leave him alone. All right. Okay, Jesus. The guy retire in peace.
Thank you.
He got the win last night. Now he can kind of roll into the sunset.
That's right.
They just posted a video of, I guess, it looks like Marty and the team are talking about Klemmer.
Yeah. Oh, see if
See if it sounds like.
Oh, call Marty. Do we have his number? Pause it. Do we have Marty's number?
I don't.
I think I have it. Let's see what he has to say. It's amazing. Isn't it amazing, Mike, when you think about like last night, all those people watching it, this huge thing. And like, think of where Klemmer started. You kicked him off Mike in the minute. Think of like what happened last night. I was actually randomly thinking of that watching him yesterday. I was like, the origin story is unbelievable.
I believe I kicked him off because he was getting in the way of Matt from Providence argument, if I remember.
Full
correctly.
circle.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's funny. Is that true? That's actually funny.
He was like, why are we talking about this? And I said, because it's what we're talking about. Get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. How's the girlfriend going there, Steve?
Nothing right now.
Nothing right
now.
That girl's cold now? Gone cold?
Yeah, nothing right now. I was dedicated to the team.
Sure.
Yeah.
Women weekend legs. Yeah.
Stay dry.
Yeah, that's right. Now you got to, get a little surgery, get cleaned up, and then you'll be good
Have to. Yeah, it's really bothering me.
Did your daughter see the game last night on YouTube?
No, she didn't. But she wasn't understanding of the whole thing. Because picking her up I would pick her up Friday, bring her back Sunday. So the past couple weekends, I've been going to Martha's Vineyard to stay there because the Hingham to Falmouth was really close, and she couldn't understand the concept of like why
aren't take that shit?
Dad's greatest enemy died, and I took his place in the basket.
Dave, you know some of these parents have their kids push them around. Dave, you wouldn't do that.
In this
Yeah, you wouldn't do that. Crazy. Fuck that.
Well, you know what's fun? I do stand up to her a little bit. But
good.
I don't think at the level of
I want to hear this.
Yeah, but at the level of like ripping papers in front of her, though.
That's criminal.
I've taken like a doll, like I told Dave last night. I have taken like a doll away from her. Or
Cut its
something
head off. Yeah.
When she gets out of line, but I don't know.
Have I thought about doing stuff like that? Yeah, sure.
You don't destroy the doll and make her watch.
You take it away.
With the doll in front of her. Call Marty quick. I hope he's on now. Is he on? I always get this timing of the show confused.
It's at noon.
All right, we'll call him. Do you know we're calling?
I texted him.
Your call has been forwarded.
Oh, maybe I'll call back. What else?
Let's see here. Speaking of podcasts, you see Mark Maron blaming himself for Joe Rogan's rise and kind of.
Gee, he never talks about Rogan.
Yeah, no, it's good.
How'd you get him on the record about that?
The good news is he's not bitter about it. Which
No, he's handling it really well.
Yeah.
He and Rogan.
He's a very successful man. Like,
I know.
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
get. He does a great job.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. First of all, thank you very much for last night. Secondly, Chris Klemmer has accepted the title as general manager of KMS Basketball going forward. Your thoughts?
Let me tell you something. I saw this. It was it been 15 hours?
I mean, it literally just. And I also say this. I've kept this private till now. Cinema's father told me last night that Cinema's last words were, "Please let Chris Klemmer coach against that team, because we will not lose if that happens." I was surprised to hear that.
Kirk, before there's a couple things that happened. We had a tryout.
Yep.
3 people showed up.
Yeah.
3.
So,
and we paid for a gym. And second, he called a meeting to talk about like your guys' team, all this. He forgot about the meeting.
Wow. This is my GM.
That's bad.
Oh, no.
That's damn.
This has been a whole thing where we're like, has he been coaching for KMS? And then he takes the job 15 hours. There's a lot of questions.
There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions. Jesus. I didn't realize that, huh? How you feeling the day after?
Know. I literally felt like I feel like I got hit by a truck.
Yeah, I'm sore today. I'm sore.
Let me tell you, there's nails in my arm. And I forgot. Like, I think I blacked out during the game. I don't know what happened.
It was
you guys
tough.
it was so fast moving. It felt like
it was very physical. It was a rock fight. It was fun. It was. I mean, it was great. We are very grateful for you guys. First of all, the cargo shorts were great. Cinema's dad told me how great you were and the team. Like, it was for us the best moment. The best moment in show history. And like without you guys, it doesn't happen. So for sure.
No, I even appreciate being a part of it because it was honestly your fans are fucking sickos.
I know you keep telling me during the game. Like, these guys are crazy.
I literally went up to one of you guys. I was like, I love your outdoor shower videos. He goes, what?
Kevin from Bristol.
Yeah. And they were just all like, they're all the best. So they all love you guys, and it was just cool to be a part of your guys' world.
You're part of it now. We got to figure out.
Let me tell you.
Yeah,
I got to tell you, this is the most positive my Twitter's ever been.
I bet. Yeah, we got to figure out how to. I'm not going to play anymore, but we got to figure out something going forward. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I'm retired. I can't beat that. You can't beat that.
You can't. There literally can't. We got to find a new. We have a little coaching search right now.
Yo, any candidates or no?
No, nothing yet. Well, listen, I just woke up 2 hours ago, so my coach is gone. So I have to process that news.
It's tough. Well, we appreciate it. Yeah. So, something else. What was it? I had something I was going to ask Marty. I said earlier. I don't even know. Oh, Rico. Should Rico have played more?
Oh yeah, his shot. I don't know what the fuck happened. He was great.
Oh, he was great.
Coach just didn't. They never put him back in. I know he didn't want to go in with Gus or something.
Gus wasn't in that long though.
Yeah, Gus
didn't play a lot.
Yeah,
I think Gus played 47 seconds.
Yeah, that's
and
about
I was
right.
like, what's the point? Why didn't he go back in? And because my shot was dog shit, I couldn't hit anything. We all kind of sucked. It was bad. But yeah, he should have 100% played. Also, did that half court shot go in before the buzzer or what?
I didn't see it.
It went in.
I'll check the tape.
Well, yeah, we'll take a look.
Yeah, you guys all wanted to check the tape.
We'll take a look at the tape later. Yeah, we'll take a look at the tape later.
We're gonna have to check the tape.
Yeah, we'll check it. Check it. All right, we'll talk to you.
All right, see you guys.
The great Marty Mush. Steve Robinson once did an impression of Mike.
He did.
A pretty good one too, actually.
Yeah.
Boy, those guys are down on Klemmer, huh?
That's tough.
Big time.
I mean, I get it. I mean, accepting a job with us right after is
That's a tough
also gleefully accepting the job.
Yeah,
That's tough.
No hesitation.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when a favorite loses like that. When an underdog team wins, you gotta blame the coach naturally.
Yeah. They were in a good spot, up 15-2.
I would say
they
that's a
had
pretty
us.
good spot.
They had us.
Yeah. And Klemmer took off the gas. I guess. Yeah, I don't know. What else?
Thoughts and prayers, Sly Stone. See that?
Yes,
news?
yeah.
Yes. What is it? Beautiful people?
Yeah, that's one of the, well, Sly Family Stone. Yeah, of course, people are tweeting about Stallone. Ha, ha, ha. It's not funny. He'll never die. So, yeah. Stallone will live to be 130.
Good.
Yeah. Good man. What else?
Justin Baldoni, lawsuit, lost, $400 million lawsuit.
You're going to lose it, right?
Dismissed, right?
Dismissed, yeah.
And you can't bring it back up again. Right?
Oh, it's over.
Yeah. He might
I
have
never knew what the
other
fuck was
recourse.
going on with that thing. I'll be honest.
I didn't really either.
No, I wasn't.
It sounds like just a bunch of shitheads to me. I don't know. And I can't root for Ryan Reynolds. I'm not built that way.
Yeah, it sounded, the little I know, it sounded like they were both kind of weird to each other, and then it developed into a lawsuit.
Yeah, I don't know. The movie was a big hit, right?
I think so.
It's a big book.
Or at least they acted.
It ends with us? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, Summer's almost here in Milton's, a store for men. Is everything you need to stay cool and look good this upcoming summer. I'm proud to say that Milton's was also on the jersey. Right there it is. Kirk Minahan jersey right there. Number 44 in the scorebook, number 1 in your heart. Milton's store for men. Get your summer stuff right now. Buy one, get one free suit event rolls on as we speak. Miltons.com. Just, bathing suits, golf stuff, anything you need. You go to Milton's, walk around, they'll hook you up, or go online and let them know the Kirk Minahan Show sent you. They love hearing that. Trust me. We love Milton's, the original first and last sponsor of the Kirk Minahan Show and the game last night. We thank them, as always, our great partners at Milton's. What do you got, Steve? Anything else in your mind?
The Coleman take on Brunson being in the top 5 or 10.
That doesn't compare to Coleman's take that I didn't even want to address intellectually about the Will Smith in memoriam thing.
Yeah, what was that?
I don't even know what to.
It doesn't make any sense.
I can't even like.
It's one of those ones you couldn't even play along with.
I was having flashbacks to being annoyed with him and like sitting there instead of there. I was like, how do I? So like Will Smith dies of a heart attack when he's 68, and when Gene Hackman dies, they show The French Connection.
Right.
When Marlon Brando dies, they show The Godfather. When Will Smith dies, they show him punching punching Chris Rock.
Yeah, that would be like if a sketch show did the in memoriam.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Well, you said Roman Polanski, right? It'd be like Roman Polanski was
Right.
bending that girl over, or Kevin Spacey or something. Like, It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, they'll probably show clips from the Venus Williams sister, the movie, right?
Sometimes when they do show, so the in memoriam with the Oscars, if an Academy Award winner dies, sometimes they'll show the clip of the person walking up.
Yeah.
They will not show that, though, because that's the same night.
Right.
That's why. Actually, I don't think they'll show that movie. I think it's just wiped out. They'll show Independence Day, or they'll show him, that shot of these look good, where he puts the song, that moment.
Yeah.
Is it just movies that they would show, or would they do like the Fresh Prince? Or
It's the Academy Awards.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it would just be a movie.
There's a lot of time here. A lot of time is going to go by. He's probably going to.
Why do you think that, though? Why that thought?
Men
come
in
up?
Black, like this.
Why do you think about that, though?
Also,
I can't remember. He had a reason.
There's a chance
He's so dumb.
Yeah.
he's going to completely.
I will say this, though. Say what you want about Jack Coleman. Pat talked all kind of shit. Coleman went right at him last night.
Yeah.
Went right at him.
He
last
got
night.
decked, too.
He did.
Oh,
he got
got
up,
fucking
he
wailed.
fucking played his dick off last night. That was a great day for the gay community. Great.
Josh said something about Pat. He's like, people are telling me he's 6'7". He's not. He's no 6'7".
Did James get edgy with Pat's sexuality at all?
No, not really.
You didn't compare him to any gay
He called me
people or
Jason
anything?
Collins.
He asked me.
I thought you do
What do
something.
you call him? Jason Collins?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
He's gay, Steve, yeah.
He asked me pregame. Could he refer to him as Gay Pat?
Of course.
I thought
That's like
so.
his name, isn't it?
That's what we call
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Pat is a friend to show off underneath it all, and there's a former trivia teammate of mine.
Well, James had like 3 more suggestions after that. Hold on.
But that was the wildest Coleman take of all time. But I mean, the Jalen Brunson one's also dumb, but Coleman's dumb.
Yeah. Would you put Allen Houston on that list? I thought Allen Houston was good.
I would not put him above Jalen Brunson.
Above Brunson?
I would not. No.
Brunson has 2 All-Star games.
No, but Brunson's better than Allen Houston. He's like one of the top. Where would you put him in the league right now for players?
20?
Oh, I put
15?
I put him in the top 10,
Higher?
12 right now.
Yeah.
He's a better player now in Houston. You compare him. You said
Well,
John
'cause
Starks.
we said
He's
John
better
Starks,
than
and you-
John
yeah,
Starks. He's better than John Starks. That's silly. That's silly.
And
But
Mark
okay.
Jackson?
Yes, he's better than Mark Jackson.
Huh.
Yes. Mark Jackson would not like Pat. If I recall correctly.
No.
Not for that. Him and Tim Hardaway, man.
No.
Who's the one push? Or is that Stephen A. Smith pushing for Mark
What do
Jackson?
you mean the one?
Like who? Somebody
One of those
is out there.
guys.
The one individual.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't
But you said
matter.
the one.
Yeah, the one.
Who's the colored fella? That's
Nope.
That's not what I said.
Cancel a Cullen name.
That's not what I said.
Who what?
There's only one person I've seen who's been pushing Mark Jackson. I couldn't remember. Is it Stephen A. Smith?
For what? The Knicks job?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Yeah.
Jason Kidd, though, right?
That's what they're talking about. Trading.
Yeah.
Because he's going to bring Giannis there.
As
Yeah.
Coleman reported.
Why is it should have been very Nick-centric the last couple of days? What the fuck is going on?
Coleman brings
Coleman's
that to the
idiocy
table.
hijacking the show.
Don't you think there's a legit chance that Will Smith could completely rehabilitate his image by the time?
Take it easy. What
By
are
the
you so
time he
passionate
dies?
about?
He's given a lot of passion
I'll tell you
from
what,
Dave today.
honestly, Bad Boys last year being a huge hit was like a good start.
Yeah.
Like, I think people, nobody's gonna.
There's a chance. Well,
He's almost exactly where he was. Because you remember before the slap, his career was already waning. Like it wasn't like he wasn't a huge star. Even the Oscar-winning movie made no money.
Right.
Like he had, but if you put him in a Bad Boys, or if you went back to Independence Day, or Men in Black, it would be a hit.
Right.
You put him in anything else, nobody will go see it.
Yep.
That's it. I mean, it's not that complicated.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's already made. But he's also a weirdo.
Yeah.
He's not like a normal guy. He's a little bit of cruise in him.
What's he now? In his 50s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say he's what, 50. Let me get dozen ready here, Mike.
All right.
I'll do combined. Give me a combined age of Will Smith and who?
Danica Patrick.
What were you gonna say, Mike?
Tommy Lee Jones.
I was gonna say Martin Lawrence.
Okay.
I'll do Danica Patrick though for Justin. It's a weird one. She's on his brain, I guess. You like her?
Where did that come from? Danica Patrick.
You like her, Justin?
I don't know why I was thinking of her.
Okay.
She's fine.
She's on commercials.
Yeah,
Maybe-
those commercials peed me off when I was younger. I expected to
peed
go.
you off?
I expected to go and see porn. Not
Oh,
buy
what is
a
it? The Big
go
Daddy?
buy a domain.
Yeah.
She was wearing a bikini, right?
No, she's like wearing like a GoDaddy like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Will Smith.
She was dressed like a slut, Justin.
Danica Patrick. Let me think. Dave laughs at that, Mike.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He's crude. Danica Patrick one is throwing me off here.
10 seconds.
Well, Steve, you have to guess too, and then whoever's closer, right?
Don't worry about it, Jess. I'm trying to get loose. I don't know how old Danica Patrick is.
That's part of the
I
game.
think I have an idea.
What'd you guess? I already wrote it down. What'd you
I have
guess?
99.
Ooh, okay. I have 96.
Yeah.
Combined?
Someone's getting 2 points.
Who is it?
That would be Steve from Gloucester.
There you go, Steve.
There we go.
99? I can't guess an odd number. How old is Danica Patrick?
Danica Patrick is 43.
I have her at 42. Will Smith is
56.
50.
There we go.
I'll take 96. A good guess.
Yeah.
Though. I feel good. Good guess. There you go, Steve. Maybe pick two more. Maybe Steve's a genius at this. I'll go with Don Henley. You know who that is?
Yeah.
Who is he?
Eagles?
You got it. Don Henley and Haley Joel Osment.
Oh, that was a kid from the Bruce Willis movie.
Say the title, Steve. We all want to hear you say it.
I can't think of it.
It's the
The
six.
Not 5
The
cents.
six.
Oh.
What is it, Steve?
Oh, hold on. This I can't say it.
Yes, you can. Do it.
6 cents?
There you go. There you go. Go ahead. I'll
Haley
do it.
Joel Osment
I'll do it as
and
well. Don Henley.
Don Henley.
I wonder how old he was in that movie, Mike.
Okay, I
He was a little-
got an answer.
A little pipsqueak at that point.
He was.
All right, go ahead.
112? Wow.
112 I also have.
Wow.
Well, it's 114.
That's pretty
There we
good.
go.
That's pretty
We're
good.
on.
I have Henley at 78.
77.
And I had Haley Joel at 34.
Yeah, I had 35 for him.
37.
37?
Yeah.
So they're always a little older than you
Yeah, I
think.
had
when they're in
35 and
those movies.
77.
So 112. Those are good guesses,
Yeah.
though. All right.
He just had
One
some
more?
weird news, right? Wasn't he like naked at a ski resort or some shit?
Who, Don Henley?
Haley.
Oh,
No, not Don Henley. Man's done it all. Leave him alone.
Well, the two, I
fucking
50-50
the end of
chance
the
here, Mike. You know,
innocence.
like a 50-50.
I don't know if he just public.
There was some weird story, right?
Yeah, he had a little bit of booger sugar on him, I believe.
Don Henley?
No,
What else? What else?
Did you see this Ellie Schnitt tweet yesterday?
No.
She was quote tweeting
What, the game?
The Australian TV reporter we talked about yesterday who got shot with that like rubber bullet or whatever. And she said,
Was Manners banging her or no? The Australian reporter?
Probably.
Yeah.
Assume so. We're supposed to host the World Cup next year. What athlete or spectator would want to come here? Why would any foreign national feel safe visiting America right now?
Yeah, they probably won't have it there.
Yeah.
They probably felt safer in the last World Cup in Qatar.
Yeah.
Where,
no kidding.
A journalist was killed for being gay.
There was a years ago, I like that Brian Gumbel show, the Real Sports Show.
Mm-hmm.
They had a great report about, I think it was that one where literally the people building were essentially slaves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm making this number up, but like 300 people died building the fucking.
Yeah, I remember
that.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we did it on the old show, right? Maybe in this show or the old show. We did it wherever it was.
This one, right?
Yeah, one of them. And it was people were fucking
Dying,
or no?
right? Wasn't it like 100 and,
How many?
in the hundreds every day?
I think it was more, maybe.
This says estimated 6,500 workers died.
Oh my
Cup
God!
Qatar.
There wasn't a peep from the Ellie Schnitz of the world during that. Not a fucking peep. But the Olympics in Sochi, fucking Putin was like killing gay people and like getting rid of or hiding killing dogs on the street.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yep.
This is riots. Which when's the World Cup next year? Next summer, right?
Yes, 2026.
I'm pretty sure there won't be rioting anymore at that point.
No.
Just shut up. Where's Gina on this? Is that her friend?
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably firebombing.
This is Gina's ex. Why isn't Ellie? Where's Gina with Ellie on this?
I know.
There's a riot.
She loves a good riot. Well, that's why we haven't heard from her. She's there.
This is somebody who did a podcast on Barstool advising people how to blow up police stations.
Right.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut up, you dummy. God, she's still around?
Guess so.
Jesus.
Is she a political commentator now?
She was then, right?
I know.
Guess.
Yeah, she was.
What else?
Kirk, I got one more sports thing.
Sure, Steve, go ahead.
Andy Pettit in your top 10. Because you mentioned Mo, you mentioned Jeter, and I didn't know if you were as a fringe with Andy Pettit.
I feel like he's not.
He's a level below.
He's definitely not
Level
above
below?
Judge.
Judge is going to have his third MVP.
Yeah, he's not above Judge.
Now, I mean, look, here's the thing. If you count, if you need a title, that's a different conversation. If people are title only, I'm willing to have that conversation. Then I'd probably put Pettit in that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's a performer. Like, Judge is
unbelievable.
And Pettit's at best. He was never an ace.
No, but he was a great.
But in the playoffs,
he was a great
clutch.
playoff guy.
Yeah.
He was a playoff guy.
If we're counting championships only, he could be in the top 12 or 14, right? He's probably the second best starter in Yankee history.
Yeah,
after
because you mentioned Jeter, you mentioned Mariano, and I was like, I think Pettit might be on that list.
Well, Rivera's the very best at what he did ever.
Right.
Though. Like, there's nobody better at their position than him at that.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, you could put Bernie there too.
Yeah.
I would put him in the top 20.
None of these are above Judge, though.
No.
Oh, he's at a different level.
If you're a Yankee fan and you're championship only, I understand that. We know, Steve, we've won titles.
That's right.
We are the reigning Barstool, New York Barstool
Unbelievable.
KMS champions. We have the title. We have the trophy.
It's surreal.
No presentation last night.
No.
That's okay. We'll get to it. What else, Justin?
I didn't see much else.
No?
No, I mean, well, Jersey Jerry said his son called him fat.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
assuming
Guess we're about
What
done.
is going on with that?
I'm assuming he ripped up.
Did you get punched?
He should have.
This New York office is falling apart.
Yeah.
Jesus. Looking at it now. These guys are, God.
I think that that Belichick story is winding down officially because you see The Athletic did kind of an expose, and the only takeaway that was like aggregated by people was that people are like writing UNC emails saying like, what happened to this team? Why are you?
I feel like
it's just stupid.
I feel like they did too much. Like, it was interesting, but now they just killed it. Like, what's left to say? Like, the season's still like 3 months away, right? Or 2 months? End of August?
Yeah,
August.
August, yeah.
I'll be honest. I'm interested in watching him coach college football.
Yeah.
Like a UNC game at 1 o'clock on a Saturday.
Be nice.
Yeah, who's not watching that?
Noon, I guess.
Right. See Belichick coach college football. And she'll probably be around, I would think.
Does he have a game here? I feel like he's playing a game here.
What, Boston College?
DC or something?
I don't
I don't think it's this year. I think it's next year.
Oh,
I
it's
thought
September
next year.
1st is the first game.
Yeah.
It's a Monday.
mean, Justin, you can't. If you're Belichick, you can't have your girlfriend push you around, right?
Absolutely not.
No, she's not. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta have a conversation with her.
Yeah.
And then beg her.
Nick Belichick. Please take me back.
Belichick shaking in his car.
Oh, what a moment. Mike Lombardi showed Belichick those tweets, and Belichick put it right in his face.
Oh, my God.
He sprinted to his car and started screaming at it.
That was part of the year.
Did
though.
Mary watch the game last night? She had to have.
I don't know.
Mike, do you believe that?
I believe if she watched, she probably didn't tell him. She disobeyed him, as she always does.
She was tweeting play-by-play. I was looking at it last night. Very specific, Justin. She was critical of Klemmer, huh?
I might have sent her the link beforehand, and her response was, "I'm not allowed to watch."
Oh,
Interesting. And didn't click on the button at all.
No. But then you sent her the link, Justin, so you can't get mad if she doesn't.
Yeah, why would you do
Yeah,
that?
right. That's
Yeah.
that's the opposite of what I was
just say that on the
For this
show.
content, though.
I know. It was a dumb move.
You two are fucking crazy. Christ.
Maybe he gets off.
I think he does.
Yeah, so that could be a good thing.
Yeah.
He's like, she's like, I told you said I couldn't watch. That kind of thing.
Get back on Twitter, you little slut.
That wasn't me, Justin. This respect level for Mike there?
It was non-existent.
Yeah.
Lord knows I've never said those things about the people he loves.
That's true. That's true.
But when they do the documentary, this is part of the storyline. Was the Saturday practice?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes,
This is a big part of the
parking
of
lot,
the run.
Steve, where you were just like, yeah, this isn't good. This isn't good. Yeah, not
I don't know
good.
what's going on?
Not good. How many minutes did you play last night?
3.
First half, second half?
First half.
Yeah. Oh, first
End of the
half.
first half. I got the rebound. We called the timeout with 3 seconds.
That's right. The big
Yeah.
play.
Yep.
That was a good timeout.
Yeah.
Yeah, smart. We have one still on the on the hook. That's good. Good. What? So no show of the marble. We're doing a golf show.
And a name.
And unnamed.
Unnamed. Yeah.
10 or 11.
Yo, you talk to them?
No. I'm just,
Oh, going. Yeah. I mean, I don't. Why is this every week?
I don't know, but now I got the tech guys in New York being like, "Can you let me know what time it is?" So
I mean, we don't. I have no idea.
I know.
I know as much as you, so I don't.
What are you expecting this week with Dave? I mean, past 2 weeks have been chaotic.
I can't. What, we do this again tomorrow? Like, what's left to say? He's a pussy.
There's been a lot of coverage of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, but
Keeps on going and going. So I don't know if you guys are going to have round 3 tomorrow.
He won't care about the basketball because it's not about him. So we'll do more of Dave World, I guess. I don't know, which is fine.
Will he say like that Crack
do the
Amico
Klemmer
song?
stuff.
Will he be like, oh, "That's funny"? Like, does he have any?
I don't have a problem with that. I wouldn't
Yeah.
think. I don't know though. I
got
I
numbers.
genuinely can't tell.
It's not like it's like this huge thing people are talking about either.
No.
I can't imagine that's
But you're right. I don't
No,
know.
I'm saying things like that.
Yeah, if it'll trigger him, or I don't think. I don't think it's gonna lead to. I don't think it'll lead to people killing people. Is my guess. He may disagree.
No.
But yeah. I mean,
Well, that's why if you watch that the video of that rap song, it starts with him going, "How many Jews need to die?"
When does it stop? When does it?
that's the one thing I will say tomorrow if it comes up. Like, I'm gonna correct myself. Like people should be able to say whatever they want. Like I said yesterday, within the legal reason.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want me to say. And if it leads. I don't want to fucking fight about it again. But they're such a temperamental tribe.
Yeah.
It's like he's gonna battle with these guys. It's like
He's like Uncle Leo now. He's just accusing
Yelling
everyone of
at the world.
anti-Semitism.
Yeah, it's true.
You're an anti-Semite.
It's true. He's spiraled into that.
Do you think it did any good?
I don't know if it did any good. I think it raises attention.
Dave
to
on
it a little
NPR.
bit.
Yeah, asking if any of that stuff did any good.
pathetic.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is sad. Can we get a fucking teacher who fucked a student and have somebody grade it like we used to do in the old days at Barstool?
We haven't done any F-bombs in this interview, by the way. I
No,
appreciate
because
that.
NPR. Can I do an F?
You could do it. We could bleep. If you should express yourself the way you need to.
Dance for me, wild boy. Dance for me.
Why can't more comedians review pizza the way you do?
Oh yeah, you crazy guys swear. Can you do that for me? Swear for me, pizza boy.
Have your finger on the dump button back there. Things might get pretty wild.
What a bad. Did he swear for him like the bad boy that he is?
He didn't.
Oh.
He never
Didn't
got
play
there.
ball, huh?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, what is going on?
And
Anything else from you, Steve?
hopefully you get something out of Whitney tomorrow too, instead of that like blank stare. He was.
Yeah, all he was supposed to do last week.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of did his job. Oh. Looks like Meek Phil may be getting the job.
Oh.
Wow.
Former
As
player
coach?
of mine in mini golf. Yeah, that's a good hire, I think.
Oh, Meek Phil for their coach.
Yeah.
That'll irk Klemmer too.
That's true. They're enemies, right?
Bitter rivals.
That's a good move.
That's a good hire.
That's a real good
I endorse
move.
that hire. If Meek Phil's the coach of them next year, I'd be honored to coach against him with Team KMS
Yeah.
if the guys want to keep playing. If we go over the roster, Mike, so I'm retired.
Yes.
Mutt claims if I'm not playing, he's not playing.
Wow.
So what are you making that face for?
I don't love that look from Mutt.
Why? He's a soldier.
Why?
He's 46 years old.
He still got it. He's fine.
Got what?
He needs some leadership. He needs some leadership.
We got Matt. We got Ron.
Yeah, Matt's a good
True,
leader. Ron's a huge leader.
That's a big spot for Ron.
He's got to stay with the team.
But that's what happens. Like the guys, sometimes the former players then graduate to
he
coach.
can be an assistant coach.
Yep. Okay.
Got that one out.
You did. All right. So Ron will play out. Maybe he'd want to play. I'm saying in the league. Matt and Providence definitely would want to play in the league. Congratulate. I soon congratulate. I'm going to break the news. I think his wife is pregnant.
You think?
I think she is 76 months pregnant.
Oh my God.
She's beautiful. Very nice. Very
nice.
Very nice lady.
Congrats.
Like skinny, except like she's got the like all-time pregnant belly.
Yeah.
I was like, this fucking girl's going to have a baby.
Well, she's due on the 18th, I think.
Is that right?
Yeah, right around there. Yeah.
My thing was during the game birth, like live birth, that was unbelievable. And then we had a minute fan. Like,
you've been asking for that forever.
Yeah, bring it in.
Yeah.
They'd have to name it Cinema, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so. Or Gus. Will these guys play, yes or no? Player by player. If we have a KMS team, I'm done. Ron, yes, right? You guys think?
I think so.
Matt?
Yeah. Yes.
Justin?
Yes.
Coleman? He's away, but he'd play the game like that next year,
Yeah.
I'm saying, right?
A game like that.
Yeah.
Not a league.
Mick?
Mm-hmm.
You think so? Okay.
The drips?
The drips would probably be in. They just like
Both?
I could see Pat wanting to ride off into the sunset.
Yeah. You mean permanently?
No.
Oh,
Well, hopefully not. But
Cliff would.
Cliff definitely would.
Kevin from Bristol, definitely.
That's what I'm saying. So we would have guys, and we add one or two more. We could do it.
Would Kevin?
Yeah, I think he would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he really
liked the
it.
team.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah. But now he's another guy in the team. Like it's like we got now we got to focus. So the hardest thing to do in sports is repeat, Mike.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. So I'll try and coach these guys up best I can. God knows I did it. You heard Rico, right? I mean, I basically coach circles around Klemmer.
Yeah.
Could we poach Rico?
That'd be interesting. Would you want to?
Yeah.
Yes. Rico.
Could you have Rico
absolutely.
and Gus on the same?
Yeah. Would he do that?
In a way, maybe better.
Yeah.
Can't play in the same time.
He's finally safe.
Separated from each other. No one's safe from that. I'm telling you,
that would be a big free
I
agent
thought
move.
It was close. Gus almost blew Cinema's dad's knee out after the game last night.
Yeah.
Imagine how he just collapsed on him. Cinema's like he dies, and he breaks his neck and dies.
Jesus.
It's like a fucking Final Destination scene with Gus. You can't have him anywhere. Like he's just around any.
Yeah.
Cinema's.
You look at his
Carlos came up
eyes.
to me after the game. He's like he gave it to me. He's like, I'm sorry that Justin did that to you a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, that's nice.
No, he did apologize.
That
Justin.
is nice.
Class.
I apologize for my boy.
Yeah, his son.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did reach out to the team to see if any of them are available to come in for calls Friday. One person has gotten back and said they are.
Who's that?
That'll be
Andrew Augustus?
Andrew Augustus.
I'm sure he will be. We will have a team. I was telling, so Sim's dad's like, I want to have a party for you guys. And I said, I'll do it. We'll have a team dinner, like a celebration dinner with them. We'll do it somewhere down by them. So if we can figure that out, I know it's summer's tough for everyone. So let's figure out a few dates and see if we can make that work.
Gotcha.
I have one date in July that I can't do that because I will be working on a project with Steve Robinson that I can't announce.
Working on a project.
You're raising his child?
I can't.
That would have been such an unbelievably piece of shit move. If you were teasing a pregnancy announcement.
This would be a weird move.
It's a project, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Yeah, I'll be there for the birth.
Painting his room.
It would just be weird if you phrased it like that. Like if you had that much baby fever that you were like, guys, guess what?
But I do feel like I see Steve say, like, my wife and I are working on a project together. Yeah, it's a baby.
That's true. He would phrase it that way.
I will say there's not, I don't know if the lovely Mrs. Robinson is with child or not. I have no idea. If they're trying to do that, I'm rooting for them.
Yeah.
But that is not it. Okay. I can say that. That is definitely not it. It's something that's going to be, I will say this. For Steve, this is a 10 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Like how into it he'll be, or just like
size of it for Steve is a
okay.
10 out of 10. This is a big win for Steve. Big win. I'm thrilled to
Wow.
be.
So you're a participant.
I'm a
collaborator,
participant,
a partner.
No. He would never let me be a partner.
No.
He said no. He said no. I'm gonna wear pajamas during it. No, I'm a participant. Thrilled to help out my old pal.
And this is there's a date for it, so it's an event of sorts.
Kind
like
of
one time.
Yeah, you guys will be very. It's a very funny group of characters. You're gonna. It's just a funny thing. It's funny.
Will we know about it before it happens? Like, will the announcement be like, oh, this is Steve's announcement, or will it be like, hey?
I think it'll be day of. You'll know.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
Day of.
Well, he's gonna handle it. It's his. It's his thing.
Wow.
Very exciting.
What am I gonna?
I just figured you were
announce the birth of his kid.
Just figured you were
That
like
doesn't seem
taping a
fair.
documentary.
Early July, mid July.
It's tough with babies. You don't know.
Yeah.
I think July 18th is they're going to do. So if it gets past that,
Oh, good.
they're not
Got the
doing it.
call.
Yes.
Kirk rushes out.
And by the way, people aren't even mentioning we won even though the dog had a double ear infection.
That's
Yes,
right.
that
We
is.
still battled through. Gus's dog was battling a double
Oh,
ear.
that's right.
It was another storyline.
Did they bring that up last night, Josh and James?
Don't believe so.
I think it was very classy they didn't, honestly, because we don't know the condition.
You
You
were
might be
right.
hanging
Never
on.
know.
We were all around. You were right. He came. He's like double ear infection. We were like,
Yeah.
What are you talking
He looked
about?
so like he was like he was hurt. I was
like we should have known that.
I'm like, is this fucking thing contagious? With Gus, you never know. It's like pus coming out of his ear. That's the dog. You know what I'm saying though, Justin?
Yeah.
Yeah, not good. Not good.
Ear infections are motherfuckers.
Oh, I remember when. Yeah, Harry got a few.
Oh,
and they were the
they're
worst.
awful.
Wow. You think it's
Right,
bad
I-
for you? Imagine if your dog had one.
True. I just remember when Harry had the ear infection. I put the medicine and then just dumped it in the toilet right in front of him and flushed it. So that's what you get for being sick, you fucking baby.
You've been bad, and this is your punishment.
Well,
Yeah, that's it.
Have things improved, Dave, since the paper incident?
He just hasn't done anything bad, so you got to give that more time.
So he hasn't gotten my rat.
If Chase did the game, say you had to bring him the game last night, right?
Yep.
And he walks up and he sees that referee.
Yeah.
Oh, does he poke him on the belly and call him a fatso?
Yeah.
Hey, fat
Does
shit.
he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You fat fuck.
I wouldn't have a problem with that one.
Or that shot of Rico that was.
Ooh, that was
Yeah,
tough angle. That's a tough angle. Before the game, Mutt and I were in that room, the room we were in. Everyone's- and we're talking. And I didn't even realize it. The two of us are just kind of talking, and then we look, and over in the corner are Josh and James, and they're just like taking notes. They're
Good.
writing
Yes.
their notes
I like that.
Yeah. Do we have to sign a bunch more of those, Dave, or no?
No.
The posters?
Oh, the posters?
No, we just gave it to his dad.
Okay. Yeah. Should give him the game ball too. I forgot. I got caught up in the moment. The moment gets you sometimes, Justin. You know how it is.
That's
It
very
was a great movie. Put Justin, his brother in at the end. Kevin.
I'm not here
Yeah.
for class. It's fine. It's fine. Dinner paid for itself last night for the game. It
No,
does.
it's very, very nice.
No, I'm not here for that. Justin, stop. Don't. I know you want to talk about that.
Was it good food?
$3,000. I mean, it was kind of out of control.
Was it-
Mud had, how many beers did Mud have?
I think he was just doing shots.
Oh my God, he was
Nice.
driving all. He was doing fucking just donuts in the parking lot.
Was
before we took off.
the food good? Can you at least like make my life even worse that I didn't go?
I didn't think it was very good.
No, okay.
How was yours?
It was
Bar food.
Yeah, it was.
What'd you have?
Decent. I had
Quesadilla.
chicken tenders and hot buffalo sauce.
But it's about the team bonding more than anything, I imagine.
It was a great bonding dinner, I thought. Ron's girlfriend's funny. She came in there. Ron's mom was there last night, Dave. God damn it. You didn't see her?
No.
Oh.
I would have alerted the broadcast.
Ron's girlfriend was like, if I see that jet ski, did you see her saying that, Justin?
Yes.
Like, I'm going to get in his fucking face. I'm like, Jesus, take it easy.
Dave's eyes were
He was
spicy.
a punk. He was a punk during the game, though.
What do you think they think of me?
Part of the you.
I mean, what the fuck? I mean, I don't blame him. He's a crackhead.
You got
too.
the elbow thing, which is always.
Yeah, you got to keep him. You got to keep him. Yeah. Hey, I'm old. I'm 50 years old. These guys are in their 20s.
But you do it during practice too. You get used to it.
I'm old.
Yeah.
I'm old. I'm just trying to stay alive. Would you play in the league, Steve?
Yeah.
You'd still play.
If I get my knee fixed, I'll play. I got plenty of time.
How old are you?
48.
Jesus, good for you. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe with me coaching my kids, this is a different, better dynamic next year.
Yeah.
A little different storyline.
It's a team losing their best player, though.
No, Matt's our best player, but it's their leader. But that transitioned to, coaching and have a competent GM.
Yeah, well, that's true.
If Klemmer's GM, I'm gonna have 36 first round.
Yeah,
picks.
I was just gonna say, you guys will have Cooper Flag and the second pick overall.
Oh my God, Kevin Durant playing in our league next year.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Another tryout. He'd have to be there and.
He'll evaluate for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have to probably add 2 more players. I'm guessing not everybody will be back, so it wouldn't be
15 is also a lot for a rec team.
true, but it's always better to have more than this.
I agree,
'Cause Guys
but
don't
what
show
I'm
up in
And
the
guys may not
summer.
show up every week.
Summer's tough. I agree. Like 12 is probably the best number. But okay,
Yeah.
who can I cut? I can't cut it.
Well,
I'm
no,
gone.
you're going to be gone. Mutt will probably retire.
You know what though? Mutt's gonna want to play. Mutt
Really,
down
though?
deep wants to. Even last night he was kind of like, "Well, I'm done." but he's still got the itch.
Well, didn't he play great in that
Listen,
game
how
that
many
you weren't
moments
there
like that
last
do you
year?
Yeah, he's good. What's that?
You don't get many more moments like that, you know?
Well, you have no more
From an
moments like
athletics
that.
No.
perspective,
That's
so
never happening
take
again.
away
That's
your
my
minute.
take.
No.
But these guys just want to run and have fun. I get that. Well, I'll be there for them. But
I think Mutt kind of feels like it would be silly for him to play without you. Like he thinks you two are like the real professionals.
that's sad, isn't it?
You know,
A sad
like
thought
it's
that
beneath
is.
him to play if you're not there.
Yeah, I guess.
That's how he looks at it.
But you got to embrace. He's just part of the world.
Right.
Like, just put your arms around it. You know.
Happy to be fine.
What?
He was a great teammate.
Great teammate.
Great teammate.
Yeah, I thought so. Tim McCann did a good job too. I thought he's
awesome.
a lot of footage.
Absolutely helpful. Yep.
Will there be some sort of documentary thing?
Yes. Yep.
Oh, good.
Got a ton of footage.
Yeah, we had that. It was all over the place last night. It was really good. It was great. Great night. Best night in show history. And now somebody will tweet something dumb today, and Thursday they're going to be fighting with everybody. And
Head to spaces, everyone.
they had the spaces. Obviously, BioDude is leading the charge now. Great assholes of all time. Tim in Dartmouth, a real prick. Who was that?
Great guy. Just somebody we've added to the bench. And we'll
You
see
reached
how
out
he
to and
performs.
said yes to? Yeah.
Yep. That's kind of the standard.
Seems fair.
I heard Mender's railing against Coleman's idea for a ban of spaces if you want to be on the network. I didn't think that was a terrible idea by Coleman.
What was that? I beg your pardon?
Basically, Coleman said
the
if you want to
Spaces
be
thing,
on
yeah.
if you want to be on the network, you can't be on Spaces.
These guys are essentially drug addicts with spaces right now. It would kill them. They
I
would-
guess I just don't get it. I don't get the appeal, but
Neither did I went on the other day to one of them, and they were just talking about like literally nothing, like lawn care.
right.
It's just lonely people. It's the oldest. It's like an AOL chat, right?
And these guys
just someone.
and they're falling
I mean,
asleep on this thing.
It's not even worth.
Unbelievable.
It really has nothing to do with KMS. Except
No, that's
the
what I'm
fact
saying.
that they all
Just
met
the community.
through it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I don't think they're not watching the show. I think they just now they just chat
Right.
all day, which they do anyway. Probably like they, text each other or something.
Yeah.
I mean, they're a bunch of losers, but we know this. They buy my shirts and they come to my live shows.
all.
So whatever, go in spaces and you're not in there, Steve. On the space.
The only time I was there was that one you went on after the 30-second show.
Yeah, I like doing it when it's like just like show stuff, but I don't.
It's a cool platform.
Yeah.
You know, like when you jump on and then it alerts people that you're in there, and then 150 people jump on that moment instantly.
Yeah.
I think it's a good platform.
And then it's
Can't
gone
monetize it though, right? Like I can't monetize it for me.
No, I think it's just kind of like an engagement builder.
Yeah.
No, I think you can monetize your Twitter account. I don't know if you have.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. What am I, a Jew? I got enough money, right, Justin?
Did you see the Rimo guy was there last
I
night?
talked to him after the game. Yeah, I did see.
My name is Rimo.
He was there.
Really good guy.
My name is Ryan.
He was there.
I gave him a shirt. I mean, I kind of made an executive call. I apologize.
You gave him a shirt.
Because he said in that video that this is the only shirt I have.
In his life, or I think it might be. Honestly, he looks a little. Did he drive there?
I think he was with his son. So I don't know.
Okay,
if
because he
did
can't
it.
drive, can he?
Well, he was was he
Well, he's
alone?
from what, Dorchester?
Yeah, he wasn't walking to Hingham.
He was alone at the
Unless he-
practice,
I
right?
know, but I feel like he must get a ride there.
Public
He-
transportation isn't easy.
I guess he's taking the bus for like 4 hours. He seems like he's the guy you would see on the bus. He seems like he has
people want him.
had a brain injury though. Well, you want to have him on.
No, the people want him. Yeah. I protect people like that.
What do you mean?
It's too obvious.
Oh,
to
from the
bring him.
haters?
It's, well, just in general, it's too obvious to bring him in. The bench is.
Well,
deeper
maybe
than
not now when the heat is there. Probably 2 months from now, maybe.
that. Yeah.
Like one day I'll be like, who's in the rest of the week? They would go,
Let's see here.
Rimo.
Let's see here.
And just will go, no, he's in next Wednesday.
Or someone will cancel, and I'll just put him in tomorrow if need be.
It'll be time has passed Thursday. It'll be Trung and Rhino in like 9 months. The one that got away, huh?
Wrong.
The one that got away.
We were gonna watch
I miss
that movie.
Oh, that's right. What was that?
Oh God, it was called like Behind These.
That's right.
It was about his dad,
It was
his
like-
adopted
yes, that's-
father, right?
Eyes or so- who was the guy?
Yeah, who was it? I forget. God, I can't believe we're doing this.
I can't remember his name.
Trung.
Something Seltzer, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes, right. I forgot that.
I wonder if he still bowls. Remember Gus had that bowling league that he was doing?
Yeah. Gus.
Listen to Steve pretending he's thinking of it fondly.
Yeah, no,
right.
It started the whole thing.
He did episodes
There's
about.
the,
Started the whole
hanging
thing.
up over there.
What's that?
I forgot he
his
was the
manifesto.
guy that was saying we were doing too much. I forgot he was
I
sitting
was the
right
guy.
here.
That's how it started.
Wait, my letter's over there? Oh, jeez.
Was that at the bottom right there?
Yeah,
Jesus. What's the receipt?
that's my subway receipt from Delaware.
Oh, there you go. Interesting.
You got to get some team photos in here.
We got the team shirt there. I want that. That's a great picture.
That
was
is
on
great.
That's unbelievable. One with Cinema's dad. Fucking unbelievable picture. Jesus Christ, that's a great picture.
You got to get that one and the fight one.
Yes, yeah, we need that.
That
too.
would be great.
Yeah. Do we know his dad is or no? Trung's dad? You know. Who the fuck is it? Gus is probably watching. He'll text you if he wants to.
School Trung's father.
You know, have dinner tonight at Gus's house, Justin, and find out, okay? Thank you. I appreciate that.
And
were you there for that, Justin, or no?
Was I there for
the
dinner?
live show at Gus's house? Were you producing that or no? Well, you were, Dave, no?
No.
Who was it? It was Coleman?
You did a live show?
No, you went to go film, right?
Oh, no, yeah, I was there. Yes, I was there because that was right after he left. That was for the second Portland show.
So it was you and Coleman?
Yes.
Okay, because you went from there to
filmed
Mick's,
there.
right? That
You
day?
filmed there.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, it's like a fucking horror scene. It's like Jodie Foster in the fucking basement and Sounds of the Lambs.
I remember he kept saying, he was like, oh, they're getting their nails cut tomorrow because they were just scratching the shit.
The dogs, I'm convinced, would have killed us.
Yes.
Like Cujo?
Yeah. They were like, and Gus like, but he's watching South Park. He goes in his pajamas.
He goes, that means she likes you. And there's the small black dog like just shaking with rage.
They're right outside, and Gus like, fine. I'm like,
I remember
And
when
what
they
you got, like 2 or 3?
3.
Oh,
three, right?
Jesus.
Remember the flat tires in the car in the parking lot there, in
Yeah,
the driveway?
in the driveway, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I remember when you played that sketch at the live show. I couldn't
Yeah.
really hear it because I was in like that booth or whatever.
Yeah.
But I could just hear, I could hear Gus's line well enough to be like, he's too good at
Oh, he was great.
this character.
He killed it. He fucking killed it. What are you looking at, Dave?
Now your camera just went out. But it's back.
Well, it's back for Omaha Steaks. Father's Day coming. What are you doing? Are you going to see your? I would hope you'll see your daughter.
Yeah,
What are you guys going to do?
Probably lunch or something. Or
Yeah.
So I'm picking her up Friday.
You get the weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
And then I have her 2 weeks.
Oh, that's
like
nice.
the last week of June, first week of July.
Well,
so.
4th of July week. That would for I'm saying.
Yeah.
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 You do
Like-
anything or no? You take her somewhere?
I think she wants to go to what's that place with the water park, that hotel thing?
The hotel with the what's that called?
What do they call that?
Great Wolf
Lodge.
Great Wolf Lodge. Yeah, she wants to go to that, so I'll take her there.
That'll be cheap.
Maybe go to Water Country. She wants to do that.
Yeah, you got to do it. It's part of the job.
Part of the job.
How old is she now?
She's gonna be 7 in August.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
And right now she's in that Simpsons Family Guy phase where she sees the clips on.
Oh, on the phone.
Yeah. And so the Simpsons I'm okay with, but Family Guy,
Family Guy's
I'm like,
tough.
oh
Family
my
Guy's-
god.
Family Guy's tough. Yeah.
Still?
I'm saying for a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess.
6-year-old girl, like
Well,
old ones.
I'm okay with like Simpsons episodes, but Family Guy, I'm like, no way.
I didn't know if it
Her
had
mom let her watch it,
changed.
or?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm gonna get in the middle of that. What's that, Mike?
I didn't know Family Guy had toned down over the years. You know?
Probably.
It's not Seth MacFarlane doing it anymore, so.
Is he not?
He didn't-
He's the executive producer or whatever?
I watched, I did a South Park versus Family Guy episode.
Yeah.
And I was looking for something, and I found Seth MacFarlane on Corolla.
Yeah.
And he's giving the new guys credit, and it's not like a bit. He goes, and the guys that have taken over, I'm
didn't know
blanking on their
anything.
names right now, but great guys. You can tell he has no fucking idea.
He just took the bag and ran?
Yeah.
Well, doesn't he do the voices?
He still
Mike?
does the voices.
Oh, he
Yeah,
still
yeah.
does that. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, he probably does them from his fucking house, right?
Yeah.
Just send it to him and he does it.
Yeah.
Like Brian and
Yeah.
yeah.
Green Eyes is the TV movie about Trung Seltzer.
Green Eyes.
Oh.
There you go. You may have to watch it anyway, Justin.
Yeah.
Why don't you hang out with Trunk today and watch it? That'll make Gus happy.
Trung?
That would be nice.
That's what things you want to do. That's one of them.
Trung and Rimo.
Yeah, the ones that right, the ones that got away. Fucking what's his face?
No, I want to work here.
OmahaSteaks.com, Justin, right?
Of course, yes.
Give Dad the legendary Heartland quality he deserves. Promo code Kirk at checkout. Steaks, burgers, and more for guys like Dave and Justin. Obviously, Mike and Steve and our fathers have passed away. But if we did, right, Mike, you would give them Omaha Steaks, wouldn't you?
I have every year on Father's Day, I have a lonely Omaha steak by myself. It's a lovely day.
It's a picture of your dad. Trying to feed him, cut a mouth in the picture. What will you see your dad on Sunday or no? No, not gonna happen. Text him or
Do you get a text or a call?
I'll text him, yeah.
yeah. Who is this? Just mad at you about your Smartless take. Like, fucking Jesus.
Like I can't win
This guy's just having fun. God.
Sorry.
Well, how is Sean Hayes? Why is Sean Hayes with those guys?
I guess they're just friends.
They must have.
Yeah.
Yeah, they must have met in a movie.
They probably
or
did like some
something.
year TV pilot years ago or something that got did happen.
Career-wise, there's nothing that clearly.
What's his name?
connects
Bateman just comes off so smarmy in that.
Yeah, when you watch Bateman in
Look who's
person,
coming around.
Yeah, really.
There we go.
When you watch Bateman in person and like interviews, you're like, boy, I don't know if Michael Bluth is really that great of an acting job.
Oh yeah,
Like he's just, like it's a great character. I love it, but I'm not sure. Maybe he's just playing himself.
Yeah.
Great
Well, with that
casting.
show though, I wonder if that's their dynamic now. They're basically Michael and Job.
True.
Like, on
Although
that
he
show.
always played, even as a kid, on like Silver Spoons. I don't know if you
Yeah.
remember that show?
Yeah.
Steve?
Oh yeah.
And even the Hogan family, he was always kind of like a
remember
prick.
that.
Teen Wolf 2.
Teen Wolf 2.
Team Wolf 2.
Teen Wolf 2. 100% money back guarantee if you're not going to like it. Trust me, you're not going to want that. Get your steaks, chicken, hot dogs delivered right to your home. Very fresh. OmahaSteaks.com. $35 off with promo code KIRK at checkout. Promo code Kirk. See site for details. Our great friends at Omaha Steaks. Go, again, I'm telling you as a dad, Steve would tell you.
Yeah.
Mike would tell you the girl that he had, the kid with in Bentley College years, at Bentley University years ago.
Mm-hmm.
How old is that kid now? It was Bentley, wasn't it?
15, I guess.
Yeah. Would be. He was in the game last night. Let's sign him.
The age of that kid and Tommy Lee Jones. Like,
That's true. There you go. There you go. You know that story, Dave, about how Mike assaulted the girl at Bentley?
No. Let's not change it to that.
wow.
Good Lord.
Who doesn't?
Now Mike. Mike doesn't like it. Now all of a sudden the person's innocent. It's unbelievable. The great irony, Mike gets accused. It's like, oh shit. Wait a minute.
That's why.
That's it. Exactly.
There's nuance to this.
Exactly. Omaha Steaks are great partners. Anything else, boys?
No. All good.
What do we expect from our guy on, what's his name?
Driscoll. Tim from Dartmouth.
Okay. I think we know his last name now as well.
But it could be anything.
Tim Driscoll.
I don't think that is his last name.
No, definitely not. Why would
So always go with Dave.
No.
Dave looks down at the paper before he says the guest number. He has no idea who it is.
Tim from Dartmouth.
Tim Driscoll.
I don't think that's his last
I think I
name.
just saw Driscoll somewhere
226, not 226 Main Street. That's not where he lives.
Where would you have seen that?
What's up with Mike these days?
I don't know what's going on back. You've been like
Doxing people left and right.
Yeah.
Just the name Driscoll's written on his paper.
I see it all the time.
Dave is
Popular
always
name.
saying that word. That's one of
Popular
his
name.
favorite words.
Popular name.
I picture Justin just entranced by that Tylenol documentary. Like,
Oh yeah.
That's great.
I'm one multi-parter.
Yeah, I think there's 3 episodes. Still.
Yeah, it was good.
But that
I'll
was
watch that. I
that
will
was the
definitely watch
days though. They had no seals on the
Nothing.
nothing.
Well, it starts
Zero.
Off,
Is that what the whole documentary's about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just Steve saying that the whole time. We're aloof for 3 hours.
it starts off with a woman dying, and then
Yeah.
like at the not funeral, but like at the house, someone's like, "Oh, I have a headache," and takes more Tylenol, and then they die. So it's like, don't.
Is that true? That's what happened?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
I'm in. You hooked me in.
And then there's like a manifesto that someone wrote. Saying,
I remember that.
Wow.
Yes.
$1 million.
That was a big scare at the
But
time.
then people like think like that wasn't him.
It's bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's all.
Do you get worried now when you take Tylenol or no?
I don't really take Tylenol. My neighbor died a couple of years ago from.
Is that why you don't take it? Just
Well, you're just not supposed to take it every day or on. like,
okay, they
emergency
died
stuff.
because of Tylenol, you're saying.
They literally said like it was.
I thought maybe your neighbor died.
That's what
You
we've
just
been
said
led to believe.
That was your way of tribute of them dying. But
No.
it's linked.
Kinda, but like.
Yeah. Well, if you take too much of it, it's not good.
Well, that's the thing. She took like 4 or 5
day.
a day
Oh,
in the
isn't your-
morning.
isn't it your
drills a hole in your stomach.
yeah, and like your right?
Yeah, it wasn't great. Yeah, she died.
What's that, Dave?
I told Justin this morning I was at Dunkin' Donuts and the woman in front, they were like, "Oh, I haven't seen you in a while." She's like, "Oh, it's because my husband died 2 weeks ago. Massive heart attack."
A couple of 2 weeks, they said?
Couple of 2 weeks
Or whatever
ago.
they said. Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
Do you use that phrase?
A couple 2 weeks.
You've never said that.
What?
A couple 2 weeks ago. Have you ever heard him say that, Mike?
No.
I don't know it as a phrase.
That's like a
couple of 2 weeks ago.
That's
I
like a
just mashed them together. I
that's like
didn't-
a Rimo phrase, though.
Wait, why are you acting like that's a real thing? All I did was accidentally
a
mash
couple
them
2
together.
weeks ago.
No, but
Something old
I've
people
heard
say.
I've heard a couple 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, people say it like that.
Oh no, I just
I've never heard that.
Yeah, old people
I
say.
accidentally
Yeah, a
mashed
couple
those
3
two
weeks
together.
ago. Yeah.
Okay, so what's your point, though? Tylenol?
They're just weird. Like she's just like, "Oh, he just had a massive heart attack. I've been laying low." What?
Did you rip the napkin in front of her or something?
What? What's
Stay in
your
your house. Don't
What's
be
your
Tough spot for that
Or the-
guy.
or the
for
what's your
Dunkin'
beef
Donuts
with her?
guy, no?
Was she a bitch or something? What do you
Yeah,
say?
what's your beef with this lady?
I wouldn't say she was a bitch, but that's just a tough spot for that guy, don't you think?
The Dunkin' Donuts guy?
Yeah,
I'm
oh,
sure
my-
you didn't.
oh,
I'm sure
my-
you didn't
oh, my
tip
husband
him.
died.
You didn't tip him. We know that.
You don't tip Dunkin'.
Yeah. That seems, what did the guy say?
He was kind of delayed. It was like a little shock pause, and then kind of like, "I'm so sorry."
I will say I wouldn't share that.
Right. It was just, but obviously she's going through things. So
I just don't think you can.
They
really,
might have a relationship of some kind.
I,
Like,
my,
Well,
my,
we
take
recognized
is,
her.
my take is you can barely be a regular to Dunkin' Donuts because it's a chain place. I like Dunkin' Donuts, but you got to be like a real coffee shop.
Yeah.
I guess.
yeah, but if you go in every single day,
I know, but they don't give 2 fucks. That guy, you think that guy cares? The woman's husband died.
She doesn't care, but he knows.
He cared enough to say,
Where you
haven't
been?
seen you in a while.
Yeah, where you been?
I guess.
Yeah, but you don't think the Honeydew people care about like Bubba and his friends when
That's
they do
different.
the Scratch Club?
That's
I mean, that's a
different.
coffee chain.
That's
Honeydew's a little more blue collar.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also,
You
Bubba
say-
greases him up after he steals all
That's
their
true.
money.
Honeydew's a couple 2 weeks ago kind of place.
Yeah.
You say it there. Give me a couple of 2. Yeah. That
Well,
kind
definitely wouldn't be that Tate place in the
No.
Plaza and Hingham there.
Oh no.
Tate was the
Wow.
one I was thinking of. Yeah, Tate was the place I was thinking of. Right.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
That Plaza is unbelievable. The Hingham, the Whole Foods, and the fucking crazy.
It's not the pyramid, Steve. It's
No,
a
but
fucking-
I went in there.
Steve
It's
really
like a
bought
couple
into
weeks
that
ago.
ad.
I was like,
What's that?
You really bought into that ad.
God, Jesus. When Steve, we
No
saw
wonder
that,
these guys were saying all that.
Steve, there's a coals in it. I'm not saying it's fine, but like it's
they don't have that in Gloucester, so I was
What
like,
is it? Hingham? What?
Sports
Derby Street.
No,
Derby Street shops.
It is nice, but that's a very common thing.
I would say now in America, you see 1,000 of those. They're nice. They're outdoor.
well, I know they have
cleaned
one in
up.
Linfield.
Nobody goes
but I
to
don't
indoor
really.
malls
that.
anymore.
Yeah. Picture places like that. It's just bigger. It's wide. But I mean, there's
It's
like
exactly the same as
there's one in Burlington.
It's
It's kinda
exactly
like
the same
that.
as the
Okay.
Legacy Place.
American
in
Eagle,
Dedham. Yeah,
there's an
and also
Apple.
what's on the North Shore? There's another one.
Well, Linfield
Yeah.
Market has one.
That's
Linfield.
it's probably owned by the same people.
Yeah. What did you say, Justin? What else?
There's an Apple,
Uh-huh.
American Eagle, Banana Republic,
What?
Barnes and
What?
Noble,
What?
Bertucci's,
I'm done.
Ben and Jerry's.
Oh, wait a second. They count Bertucci's as part of that?
It's right next door,
That's
isn't it?
stolen valor, though. Would you count that Bertucci Dave as part of that?
No, definitely not.
No chance. That predates that.
You might as well count the Sunoco next to it then.
Yeah, no
Count a
kidding.
fucking place
Nice.
we practiced.
You got him.
You got him.
And I wasn't really
I
a
think Dave
fan.
and Mike might actually wind up hating each other by the time Mike leaves.
Yeah.
Why?
Just there's tension in the air a little bit.
That's on Mike's head. It's not on mine.
What the hell are you talking about?
I like it. I can make this. Believe me, I can make this happen.
That's how
Don't you
arrogant he
worry.
is. He doesn't even sense it.
I'm with you. You know what, Dave? I'm with you. I'm with
Yeah.
you. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're
Shoe
saying.
Market, Shake Shack.
Was Cliff,
Chipotle?
Yep.
Yep.
was Cliff getting the fries at Papagino's
That's
a bad
Ryan,
look?
That's a Ryan Minahan move. He likes the fries there.
You know what? Papagino's used to have really good pasta.
Yes.
I've had
buffalo
their
mac and
pasta,
cheese.
yeah.
You know what? Their sauce is pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about the red sauce is not bad.
Oh, I haven't had the red sauce.
Again, I'm not saying it's like, fine, but like you could do worse in the old days.
It was tempting to stop. Is it on the Pike? There's one in the service center.
Oh, they got D'Angelo's.
I went there last night.
You did?
After the game.
Papagino's?
I didn't know about the team dinner, so I went to
weren't
Papagino's.
invited.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't be
invited.
good, right? Like one on the side of in those things.
Probably reheated pizza at that point, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, it was food at that time of night. It was anything that was
You're right
open.
about that.
Yeah.
Here's a Papagino story. One time I went there and I ordered 2 slices and they said their oven was down. So they just gave me 2 cold slices for free.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's a story.
That is a story.
Is there a sequel to that or just on its own? It's an origin story? No. The oven breaking, maybe?
No.
No. How were they?
They were terrible.
Yes, the cold Papagino's pizza.
That's
you can't-
awful.
Not great. Crust is still good, but not the other.
Yeah, you can't. You can't do that.
You didn't run this morning, did you?
I ran a little bit. I was sore though. I wanted to loosen up. Because I was so tight.
What time did you go to bed?
1.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was wired. I was wired. I took a shower. I spent some time with little Kirk as well. I gave it a grab after the game, Mike, if you don't mind. I jerked off till I came.
I like that.
Like a fucking man does,
I
right?
respect
Right, Dave?
Lead with your D.
Yep. Found a good scene. Got it done.
Thinking of that. Remember when we were kids?
Okay.
No. When we were kids.
I was masturbating last night.
No. Remember the cable magazines that came with the bill? You get like the little HBO guides.
Yeah.
Did you? I used to always look the Shannon Tweed movies because she was one of the ones growing up.
Married to Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was always like the Shannon Tweed, like
Sort of the
what movies did
Skinamax
she get?
stuff.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I was a fan. Absolutely.
She's Canadian.
Is that right?
Yes, Canadian model and actress.
Oh, yeah. I think I knew that. All right, well, we can book her if you'd like, Dave. All right. Blind Mike Project, blindmike.net. Enough fucking around here. This is what Mike's here for. He's not here to talk to Dave. God knows that.
Yeah.
Dave, are you subscribed to that?
It was, but not anymore.
Yeah. It's fine. I go to your house.
Rip up his confirmation code.
You sent him a message. So the Quincy thing was
So we have 4
left.
Quincy's left in total.
That's unbelievable.
I know, including the finale, which is the backdoor pilot. I
right.
learned was never supposed to be the real finale. Quincy was canceled.
Oh.
Not mid-season,
Right.
after the season.
So they have another year, they thought.
That's what they thought, yeah.
Oh.
So the last 2 episodes are like Quincy's barely in them.
Oh, really?
And like in the last one, Quincy and his new wife are in the show, but Gary Wahlberg, Robert Ito, none of these guys.
No,
are in it.
really?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, the last episode of NYPD Blue, which is one of my favorite shows ever, is like Sipowicz is now in charge of the department, and they have like these two. The show's clearly been canceled.
Yeah.
But they have these two like young up and coming detectives who we've never seen before handle a case. And they give them a lot of time. It's so fucking weird.
That's very weird.
I'm sure they were trying it out, but they do shit like that. It almost never works.
I think Night Court was like that too, because 30 Rock did an episode where it's like they try to shoot the finale because it never had a finale.
Oh, really? Yeah, I
think
can see
so.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like obviously something like Cheers is very rare, where like they say we're ending.
Right.
It's almost always the network saying,
Yeah.
you know, like, a lot of people don't
But
want
a
to walk
show
away.
that big, like Quincy was on 8 seasons. I don't know how big a hit it was at the time.
It was
but,
probably
like,
declining at that point, though,
It
right?
was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, can
yeah.
you tell even as like, I'm not saying it started out as
No,
All in
we've
the Family.
liked the episodes more in the later seasons.
Is it because it's goofy or it's
A
actually
little,
better?
a little bit, but it's like been enjoyable.
Yeah. Good. It's been a good run.
Yeah.
Good. Well, go subscribe. What's that, Steve?
Nothing.
Oh, you're going to say
No.
anything? Boys, anything else from you?
All good.
No.
All right. We will, great night last night. Thanks to everyone, the fans, Barstool New York. The team, incredible. Love you guys. Steve, great job. Justin, great job. Dave, good work last night. Mike was critical off the air of that, but still.
Could have been better.
Yeah, you always try to be better. Josh and James, thank you. Cinema's family, unbelievable. The fans, fucking incredible. The greatest night in KMS history. We go forward the only way we can with, what's his name? Ken Driscoll? What is it?
No, it's not. Yeah. It's
Luckily, you got his last
Tim
name.
from Dartmouth.
Yeah, not Tim Driscoll from Dartmouth, right?
Never heard of him.
Yeah. We're idiots of all time. The guy's producing a murder podcast. Or maybe not. We'll find out, I guess. Back there. Oh, unnamed tomorrow, right? Yes. Okay.
I hope so.
Yeah, we'll find out. Talk to you guys then. Thanks again, everybody. Unbelievable. Cinema forever. We'll talk to you on Thursday.